Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Hope y'all are well today. Cool, man. Is the stock market open tomorrow? Alright, so I'm looking to see whether the stock market is open tomorrow. Somebody help me out. Yeah, it's closed till 1. Or it's open till 1. Closed on the 1st. Hey, well then Tyler, you gotta stick around then. That's the greatest music ever, bro. Yeah, so look at INDO, guys. This is another low float stock. Very, very small float. Ridiculous move here for INDO. Look at this move here, man. I don't even know what's going on today. INDO has a float of 1.4 million. This thing went up from 460s all the way to 1570s, back down to 10s, man. What is going on the last few days, man? It has been absolutely crazy the last few days. We're looking at the historical chart to see what we can find here. Alright, so we are way up here. We're going to have to look at the max chart. So yeah, we are at lifetime highs. The only other real high around us, there's one here at like 850, which who knows if we're going to hit that. And then there's the 1250 half dollar right here. It's exactly at the half dollar of 1250. And so these two are the only major levels I see. I mean, we could also look at like 12, you know, and then maybe this high right here. And these are really it. I mean, we got maybe 10. These 4 or 5 levels are the most interesting levels to me right now. I don't know whether it's actually going to hold or not, but INDO, 1.5 million in the float, very small float, tiny float here. And then we also have NETE, which is a former runner. NETE is gapping up from 1130s to 1590s here. Let me look up the float for NET. The float of NET is 4.1 million, so roughly 4 million in the float for NETE. And we can watch this one. This one is actually looking okay here. And when I say a stock is looking okay, we had a few people yesterday like, you told me to buy. I'm not telling y'all to buy any of these. Most of these are terrible companies. I'm not saying they are, but I'm not saying they're not either. And if I say it looks good, I'm certainly not telling you to buy it. Just to preface all of this, I'm not telling you to buy a stock ever. Y'all make y'all's own decisions, you know. But we're watching NETE. Biggest resistance level is the 1650 level, and then we also have like the 1660s high up there. So we're gonna wait for this range right here to break for NETE and see what happens. We also have CNFR. Man, I can't type. There we go. We also have CNFR, which looks alright. I mean, we got some spots here, and we're gonna look up some catalysts. We got $9. That looks good. This one's must have a tiny float too, gapping up from 260s all the way to 540s where it's sitting now. Went as high as 9s. For CNFR. The float is 5.4 million, 5.5 million for CNFR, so a small float here as well. And then we're going to move on to Bingo here, BNGO. I can draw some levels out actually for CNFR. Alright, so we're at the 5s. We're going to have to go past this. Yeah. $5.50 looks good, right around where we're at now. And then we also got some at 6 too. But yeah, these are the levels that look good for it. We might have some up here too at like 825 maybe, and then 750 or so right here. So these levels look all right. We're gonna watch these for CNFR. We'll see what happens, and we'll come back to it. But yeah, we also have BNGO. We got the high up here. We're looking at like 180, maybe 2, and we're watching these levels for it. Maybe down here too at like 160s. That looks good. And then we'll look at the longer term chart. Yeah, and this about adds up with the longer term chart, so these levels are fine. So yeah, that's BNGO here. We got HEPA, which is another one. Somebody else is telling me to look at XELA. And yeah, I mean, XELA is pushing, but what will it hold over 50 cents? I think that's the big level. We got 55 here too, but will it hold over 50 cents is the big level, I think, for that. But yeah, we got HEPA, $3. We got 260s, 250. These are my levels here for this one. We can look at the longer term chart to confirm those. We're at 270s. Alright, yeah, these levels work for HEPA, so we're going to watch these levels here too. Hey, what's up, Christian? Maureen, Random, Santa, Mobile, V, Daniel, John. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically right. That's basically what they're telling me. Honestly, what it really is, almost for sure, I saw that Bill Bugatti guy. He was connected to another big-time, not a big-time trader, to be honest. Whoever he's connected to, I get more views than for the most part. But he is connected to another YouTuber, so it is competition. And then the people saying that are most likely competition that are trying to drag the channel down. So just ignore them. In the end, we're called beginner trading. If you're going to go to a channel called beginner trading and take stock picks from a channel called beginner trading, then, you know, you got your own stuff to worry about, brother, you know. But hey, it's a good day again today. We'll see what happens. The market will be open tomorrow too. We got TTOO, we got BTBT here. You can see BTBT gapping up on low volume. IMNP gapping up some too. Hey, thank you, Morim. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're starting early. We've been started early. Yeah, INDO is the crazy one though. Yeah, you as well, Tiny. See, my days are bleeding all together, to be honest. I mean, look at INDO, spike it up again here, guys. Look at 12. The next step is to see if it holds at 12. But man, this one's got such a big range. I don't know what kind of sizing I would want to take if I do buy this thing. At least if you buy it in pre-market, it's not going to get halted. But I want to see if it bounces at like 12. It doesn't look like it is. What's up, Pierce? MVIS is alright. It just needs some more volume and it needs to actually push. Mosey, ODT. Look at EQ, PHUN. Yeah, so we got some here. But INDO is certainly the main gapper today. It's certainly the one that looks the strongest. It has the largest range. I don't know, Mike Ken. Hey, what's up, DS? What's up, Sib? What's up, team? Alright, so let's start looking up some catalysts this morning, shall we? It's catalyst time, I believe. First, we're going to look at INDO here. This is Indonesia Energy Corporation or something like that. Yeah, this is Indonesia Energy Corporation. Shares are up over the last few minutes, over the $8 level. Not seeing any specific news for this one. Float is 1.4 million, so tiny float for INDO here. It might be 1.4, 1.5 million rounded, but we'll see what happens with INDO. Very small float. To put it into perspective, if you guys remember the crazy moves yesterday, what were the crazy moves yesterday? We had KOSS, and then we had one other one, ACY. All of these floats are similar to those, right? So you can see the range in these just making huge moves here. It's because they got such a small float. I mean, at 1.5 million in the float is very small. And so when you got these really small float stocks, they run easier. They also are a lot shadier. They're a lot sketchier. They're a lot more risky to trade, and you can get stuck in the halts. You can get the huge, $2, $3 drops in 30 seconds. They can be very risky, and so I do want to preface everything we're doing in the stream with that understanding. I don't know if I'm even going to trade these. We might try to, but if you do, be careful. Certainly don't risk too much. If I would trade these, if I even will trade these, I'm going to trade them very small. Noticeably smaller than I usually do with anything else, and I think that's a very good lesson on trading. If you're trading something very risky, scale down your size. Like, that's the right move almost every time. Nobody's gonna make fun of you for trading small, and if they do, they don't know anything about trading. And so be careful with some of these crazy movers. I've seen too many people over the last few days just get destroyed by some of these crazy rips and moves. Be careful, guys. There's no reason to push too hard. Yeah, TENX, UUU, KOSS was those three. Those all had floats similar to INDO, and I'm not saying INDO is gonna rip, but it's a tiny float here, and so we're watching it. Neat's pretty small too, although this one's 4 times larger. The float is 4 times bigger than INDO. NETE has a float, I believe, of like 4.1 million. I don't know what the CNFR float is, but by the looks of this one, it's very small for CNFR as well. So we're gonna see. All right. All right, guys, let's do this. Sir, all times I lose? I mean, the channel's called Beginner Trading, but I'm certainly don't lose all the time. If anybody's actually watched the stream over the last month or so, you know I've been on a huge green streak. And I couldn't fake it if I want to, because I stream live every day on YouTube. But hey, whatever makes you feel better, bro. Alright guys, let's do this. Oh man, it feels good to just Dude, you've been on a tear. I know, man. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Hey, and listen, like I said, I'm not even trying to act like the expert penny stock trader. You guys know me. I must say I'm not an expert on the stream like at least 5 times a day. With that said, I'm not an expert. There's 6. NETE ripping up breaking highs here. Let's see if this one has a catalyst. What it really is, the reason you see more haters now is because we're growing. You know, like we've been growing by hundreds of subscribers a day. And if this growth keeps up, by 4 months we'll be over 6 figures. We'll be over 100K. I'll get my plaque. I'm ready for it, you know. Send me my plaque, YouTube. I'm ready, you know. But no, NETE is up. Net Elements, the company's merger partner, Mullen Technologies, received a letter of intent for a purchase order of 1,500 MX-05 electric vehicles for NETE, which is an EV play. And so again, NETE's merger partner, Mullen Tech, announced that they received a letter of intent for 1,500 purchase orders for their electric vehicles, and that's the catalyst for NETE. Very small float, 4 million in the float, and this thing's ripping up over highs. The next step is to see if it holds support at the 1650 level. 1650s. Interesting. Yeah, so EV maybe. EV simply plays. That's a good idea. I don't hate that idea. What's EV? I mean, NIO is obviously is the more well-known EV play, but like, what are some lesser-known EV plays? That's how you get in with sympathy. We got BNGO, we got JAN here as well. JAN, I don't know what the float is for this one, but we're watching it as well. IMMP looks okay. I appreciate it, Mason. Thank you, bro. Let's do this, team. All right, so NETE still trying to push up here. We're still going to look at some catalysts, but NETE, like I said, the next step is to see if it holds at 1650. And you can see NETE is ripping up pretty big here. It's at 1660s now, looking very, very strong. All right, there's 1670s, 1670s, 1680s for NETE. Look at it rip. So I called out the 1650 pullback, and I just didn't take my own call out. Man, guys, I've had a lot of people reach out to me being like, bro, your call outs are on point. And when I call out stuff, I'm just trying to predict what happens. I'm not telling you to buy because I really don't know what's going to happen. Really, it's just guessing. But if I took my own guesses, then champagne would be falling from the sky right now. But I'm dumb and I don't take my own advice. But hey, we bounced it. With all that said, we bounced that 1650. You know. We also have IZEA showing up on the scans. IZEA starting to rip. Look at IZEA pick up some volume and start to move. It's at 190s now for IZEA. We also have BRN showing up on the scans, but that's not really doing that much. MDNA. Man, swap the N out for M and you've got a party, you know. MDNA sitting there. What else we got? BNGO. We got BNGO sitting around. Sitting at 180. We got BTBT. IMMP. We got CNFR still pulling back to 5s. Watching that. INDO pulling back to 10s. We'll see if it holds at $10. Alright, so let's see if we can find some catalysts for these now. Alright, we got NETE. Big purchase order for NETE's merger partner. Not seeing any company specific news for INDO. Not sure why that one's moving. We can look at CNFR here. CNFR. Don't see anything here for this one either. Man, this has been the shadiest few weeks of market movement. There's no catalyst for any of this. IPDN, guys. Look at IPDN start to rip. There goes IPDN. Within 2 minutes, called this one out. IPDN, it's at from 137s to 195s here. Hey, look at IPDN, guys. IPDN making big rips, big moves here. It's at 190s. Let's see if we can find a catalyst for it. IPDN. All right, so IPDN is Professional Diversity Networks, and they announced a partnership with Fala Network to develop a privacy-protecting blockchain application. And so they announced a partnership with another network to develop a blockchain application, is what this is. So a partnership in development for IPDN, and this one's up to $2 now. Let's see the daily chart, see if we get some, you know, resistance. We got 220s as resistance. We got 210 as well. So let's see if it rejects here. All right, so here's 210s. Here's 210s. That is a historical resistance level, but we also have 220 there. All right, so we rejected at 220 or 210s. Let's see if it holds. It's getting some volume coming in, trying to break 210s. It just broke. All right, 220s is the next one. You can see up here 220. But I think it's going to slow down before it hits these two levels. Maybe I'm wrong though. This one's ripping up big. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the float for this. Float is 5.7 million. So 5.7 million, very small float. So we are rejecting around these levels here for IPDN. So it's trying, it's ranging in these levels now for IPDN. So we'll see what happens. And again, one more time, the catalyst for this one is that they announced a partnership with another network to develop a privacy-protecting blockchain application. That's the news. It's also looking at it to see if it holds over 210. NSYS, VVPR, I mean, JN, BNGO. One that I haven't looked at is JAN here. And this one's got some interesting levels at 9, 960s. We're going to look at like 760s here and then 7. This range right here looks the most interesting for me for JAN. It's an industrial stock. Let me see if I can find out why it's moving. It has a market cap of 13.3 million, so that's actually not very much. So the float must be very small. Right? Yeah, so it's only 1 million in the float for JAN. And I hope you guys understand how you calculate that. Like, what market cap really is market cap is just how much capital this company puts through in the market. So what you do is you take the float and you multiply it by the price of each share. That's the market cap. And So if you do that, you'll get around 13.3 million. So we'll watch what happens here. At least you did when this came out at 708, which, you know, this was up here. So that's probably about right. This was up around 9s. I don't know what it would be now, but you know, we can watch JAN. This one has a 1 million float, so very, very, very small. This is the smallest float we've had. Just to put it into perspective, in this last few weeks of these crazy rips and these crazy moves, this is one of the smallest floats that we've had this entire few weeks. With all these low float stocks making big rips, JAN has a 1 million float. Very, very small. And so understand that too. We got BTBT pushing up. We got HEPA making some moves too. Yeah, this is pre-market. Steak dinners for everyone. I need to trade my own thoughts. I know. It's not even that. I have, like, yeah, I need to trade my own thoughts, but I need to have the guts to actually pull through with some of these. And I think it works out anyway. I mean, I'm green almost every single day. Like, let me see. I could probably take a picture. Like, for the people that say I lose every day, I'm going to show you guys something. Just real quick, you know. We're going to do a little thing for you. I don't know if I want to do it on this computer because I've been getting some weird text messages. I guess so. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, what I was going to say is for the people that say I've been losing every day, let me show you guys a graph real quick. Alright, so we're just going to keep it easy. We're just going to do this last week. Like, this is my graph. I'm going to take a picture of my trading graph for you guys the last few weeks. Try not to show you how much is actually in here. Alright. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, it shows. Alright, hold on. Alright, here you go. This is my TD Ameritrade graph. You can see this is the last week. But this is my graph, guys. So if you say if you try to pretend like I'm losing every day, I'm gonna have to prove you wrong real quick and show you my actual TD Ameritrade graph here. And so yeah, I've been making money every day. I told you guys I've been making money every day. I'm not lying to you. I really have been making money every day. You know. Yeah, no. But yeah, I'm losing every day. You know. NETE, we'll see what happens. Like I said, 1650s is the level. We'll watch to see if it holds there. Alright, thank you, man. Yeah, I showed the trades. Most of the trades, at least. I mean, sometimes you'll catch me. It's weird, man, because here's the thing, right? It's very difficult to run a YouTube channel because you get negative criticism from both sides, right? If I showed the trades, then you get a certain amount of people that are like, hey, I bought that and I lost a bunch of money, and it's just like, I never told you to buy it. And then if I take the trade off stream, you get a certain percentage of people that are like, that's sketchy. You're taking the trade off stream, and it's just kind of like, well, what do you want me to do then? You know, sometimes I will trade off stream for sure. Most of the time I don't, though, and you guys know me. I've taken a big loss or two in the last few days, and I've showed you guys as soon as I've done it. Sometimes it's just easier in that instance to trade off stream, but I usually try to put it all on stream. John, we know you just deposited money 3 days in a row. I really didn't. I mean, look, I would have to deposit like $15 every day, and I think the wire fee would cost more than that, to be honest. You know. Look at IPDN though, man. This thing's ripping. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it is what it is. You know. the trading space is very fickle. You know, you could do everything right. You could never claim to be an expert. You could tell people you're just a free resource and community. You could tell people not to copy you. You could trade tiny and small. You could try to trade off stream, on stream, and you're still going to get criticism. And like I said, a lot of ego floating around in the trading space. Very fickle. No, it's not, Mike. I don't know. I've never used IB, Johnny. But yeah, trading is certainly not my full-time job. I mean, I run this day trading channel. Like I run this channel, and you can think of this channel just kind of like a forum, you know? Like the owners of forums, whatever the subject is of the forum, they're not experts. They don't have to be doing that full time. They're just passionate about it, and that's what this channel is. We're just a resource and community for traders. And so I'm certainly not living off of my trading profits. I think I'm a good trader. I'm green almost every single day, but I trade pretty small, and so I'm certainly not living off of my trading profits. This channel does make money, though. You know, just to be honest, like this channel certainly makes money. And I mean, that's why I do it. Any YouTuber that claims to they just want to help people, that's nonsense. Almost all YouTubers are doing it to make money, for sure. And they can pretend they're not, but they are. NXTD starting to spike up. It's at 150s. 150s for NXTD here. Yeah. Helps us, shares advice, consistently here daily. People get mad. What? Yeah. Hey, thus is life, bro. Thus is life, man. XELB. Like I said, the people mad are usually competition, or they're like the competition's loyal followers that have spent thousands, I'm guessing, on courses. And now they're mad because I'm giving it away for free. It's probably, like, realistically, that's what it is for sure. But anyways, XELB ripping up here. We got INDO. Still making moves, but it's holding at 10. I think $10 now is the big resistance. We got MOGO here, which is spiking up a little bit, although I want to see some more volume for MOGO. I see DPW on here as well, but it's still technically red on the day, so I'm not loving it either. We got BNGO sitting over 180s, and I think 180s, maybe like 175 actually, is kind of my line in the sand here for this one. But we'll see. We got like IMMP. We got TTOO. We got a lot of gaps today. But main watch is INDO, IPDN, CNFR, BNGO, JAN, NETE. Those six or so are my main watches today. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Cloud? Hey, what's up, Trader T? Alright, what else we got? TMDI, we got NXTD, XELB. Alright, so we got XELB making moves too. NETE is not holding anymore at that 1650 level. Look at NETE. So it's actually pulling back. It might still rebound and reclaim it and bounce back up, but it's not really holding there anymore. Yeah, for sure, Tom, 100%. Alright, so yeah, IPDN, BOXL, NSPR. Look at BOXL here, NSPR. IPDN's probably looking like one of the strongest stocks today for sure. Yeah, we're looking at IPDN. INDO. There we go. How long do you stream? 3 to 4 hours mostly. At least I have the last few days, 3 or 4 hours. So, alright guys, so we got this on IPDN. I might buy a little bit here. Just a small size. Try to get like 30 shares in this or something small. And then, alright, we're on 30 shares. We're going to see if this thing starts to break highs. It might be a little bit extended. But there's 220s, 221s. Alright. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's hold over 225s now. Hey, 228s, 230s. Man, that was fast. Alright, we got out of half there. We're still holding 15. Man, if that wasn't the best dip buy ever, I don't know what is. We're gonna get out of here. Really quick scalp. But hey, listen, if that wasn't the best dip buy, I don't know what was, man. Look at that. That was fast. That worked out really quickly. But yeah, IPDN ripping up. We made a little bit. We scalped a little baby move, and we'll take it, you know. We'll see if it continues up here. Yeah, and to touch on what Tom says, John, I've lost more money than you've made trading the same stocks you have, but I've also made more money than you have on stocks as well. It all depends on how long you're in the trade. Yeah, for sure. And so a lot of the time I'll see people say, oh, you should have held that one longer. And looking at IPDN, to be honest, I probably agree with y'all. I probably should have held this longer for sure. But I'm a scalper at heart, and I'm trying to trade very, very quickly. I'm not trying to hold these long term. And sure, I could hold this long term, and I could hold this longer, and I think in this case I probably could have. But there's going to be a direct correlation between how long I hold these positions and my accuracy rate. And so sure, I might get better risk reward if I hold it longer, but my accuracy rate will drop. And so it all plays off of each other. I think for my style of trading, I would rather miss out on some of these moves, have a higher accuracy rate, and have less negative emotions in the trade. And I think that's what I would prefer, and that's how I am. And so, but I think everybody's a little bit different, and I think some people would prefer to hold this much longer and be okay with having a lower accuracy rate. And that is the way that everybody's different in trading. People are different. They have different trading personalities. And you got to go with what your personality suits, or what suits your personality, that is. And yeah, I mean, Andy, I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for, brother. Andy says, hi, I'm from the UK. I don't use YouTube at all, but really interested in stocks. Can you point me in the right direction for a really good broker I can use in the UK? And software or platforms you use? Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be what you're looking for. I use TD Ameritrade here, which is, I'm pretty sure it's US based. So, like, you would just want to search around and Google. You know, I'm not sure what you're going to want to use. It's gonna depend on what you're looking to do. You know, if you're looking to invest, day trade, swing trade, you know, scalp, so forth and so on, the answer is gonna change depending on what that is. Yeah, NETE pulling back. We'll see what happens. So lately my positions have been small truffles. I might make anywhere between like $5 and $15 a trade. If I'm trading pre-market, I'm scaling down noticeably because I'm not super used to trading pre-market. And so if you see me trade now, I'm usually just a little bit testing in there. I'm testing some stuff. IKT, ZKIN, BNTC. But yeah, as for like, but yeah, like as for pre-market, I'm gonna be trading small. But what I do is I'm like very active in scalping. So you'll see me trade and make like $5 to $15 per trade, but I'll trade 5 to 10 times a day. And so I'll trade very actively with small gains, and then those small gains will add up since I'm trading very actively, and that's kind of how I do it. Yeah, and that's the right move too, James. That's kind of how you do it. Can you trade on Thinkorswim pre-market? Yeah, I just did. Yeah, you just have to change the time and force to extended hours. Thinkorswim's TD Ameritrade. I mean, this is TD Ameritrade. It's one of the largest day trading brokerages and platforms in the world. And so, yeah, you can trade pre-market. It's got a good platform, but yeah, this is a US regulated platform. I can trade in pre-market. Did you do bingo? No, I didn't trade bingo. Not yet, at least. I'm not saying I won't, but I haven't yet. I mean, I don't hate this pullback to 175. I really don't. I think it'll bounce up to like 190s. But I'm not saying this as an investment professional, and I'm certainly not telling you to do that. This is just guessing. The channel's called Beginner Trading. We're not giving out stock picks. I don't know what this one's going to do. But if I was going to trade it, I would look for a bounce to 190, but who knows what it's actually going to do. Thoughts on JAN? JAN has the smallest float out of any of the stocks I'm looking at today. JAN has a 1 million share float. Very, very, very small. And so while it's quiet now, if it gets some volume at the opening bell and starts to rip up, it might rip up big. It might not. Who knows? But the point remains, very small float, 1 million float, the smallest float I've seen today so far. So yeah, that's what I think about JAN. Very, very small float. And so it's quiet now, but if it gets volume, it might rip. But it might not, you know. Hey, what's up? What's up, Caffin? Hey, you're good, brother. Hey, thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. In games, I do bad that are fast paced like Call of Duty. I hate high pressure, quick decisions. I like planning everything, entry, exit, risk. Yeah, I mean, not me. I'm a competitor, man. I love, like, I've been playing UFC 4, and, like, I've just been beating people up, bro. You should see my hate messages on Xbox, dude. Everybody hates me on UFC 4. Because I legitimately am good with it, because every day after the stream, I kind of relax by playing like a game or two of UFC, just because I stream for 4 hours, and then I relax by playing Xbox a little bit. And so at this point in time, I'm actually pretty good at UFC games, but everybody hates me. If you want to get beat up in Xbox, let me know. You know. NETE, we're watching that. XELB. Yeah, no stress, Chris. No, I trade regular hours for sure. That's almost all I trade. That's almost exclusively what I trade. If you see me trade in pre-market, it's mostly just an experimental trade or tiny trade. But market hours that's my main niche, I guess. BTBT's pushing up too. INDO ripping up, bouncing at 10. Look at INDO. It's up to 11s. Interesting. No, I don't stream it. Honestly, I've really thought about streaming it because I genuinely think I'm good enough at UFC 4 to stream it on Twitch. The highest rank I've gotten in UFC 4 is rank, I think it's like 94 in the world in UFC 4. I think that's the highest rank I've gotten. But to be ranked up in it, you have to continuously play, and you have to continuously play ranked, which I don't. But I have gotten in the top 100 in the world in it. And so I've thought about streaming it, but I just never have. Not really much after hours trading. Yeah, no stress. You're good, Scott. Hey, what's up, Jude? Hey, what's up, bro? Good morning, everyone. Glad I found this channel. Hey, good morning, team. Yes. And like I said, if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Like, we're really just a free resource and community for traders. We're not experts. You know, we just get together, brainstorm ideas. They might not work. We're definitely not giving out stock picks. We might call out some moves or something like that, but we're not telling anybody to buy. And so understand that, you know, moving forward, we're not telling anybody to do anything. We're just giving out our own subjective opinion that might be wrong. And like I said, with the current trading space, I'm certainly glad that I ran the channel this way. Because with everything going on in the trading world with, you know, the SEC and all that craziness, I'm certainly glad I ran the channel this way. Alright, so we're watching BNGO, we're watching JAN here. for sure, James. Yeah, for sure, man. What applications do I use? Thinkorswim, Benzinga. That's it. I mean, Thinkorswim, Benzinga. What did Neat end up doing? So Neat is sitting at 1650 now. I don't hate this. I mean, to see if it holds here, the VWAP's down there, so I maybe prefer a VWAP buy, but it might bounce at 1650, and we can watch it and see. Hey, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that, brother. I've learned so much. Hey, happy to help, Jude. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, this channel's my favorite thing in the world, you know, except for my kids, and my wife, I guess, you know. But I love this channel. It's fun to have this community here. HEPA, I was watching this one. It's pulling back some now, though. All right, so yeah, so this is basically, let me break it down for you. INDO, very, very small float, 1.5 million in the float. This one has the same type of float that UUU, that ACY, all those crazy movers in the last few days were small float stocks or micro floats. This one's a micro float, 1.5 million in the float. CNFR is as well. I believe it's 1.5 million in the float for this one too. For CNFR, very small float there as well. IPDN, I can't remember what the float was for IPDN, but it's pulling back some. It's down to 208s for IPDN. All right, so Nancy is hitting us with some interesting news. 25 million shelf from September of 2018 with 23 million remaining for IPDN, so y'all be careful. IPDN has a float of just under 6 million. So small float, not necessarily tiny, but very small at the same time. So we're watching IPDN as well. NETE has, I believe, a 4 million float. I believe 4 million for NETE. No filings for it. Yeah, it's 4.1 million for NETE, and the float is pulling back to the VWAP here at 1620. So maybe I was wrong with where it bounced. Looks like I was, but we'll see if it bounces at 16. Alright, so I'm catching back up on the chat. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Andy. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I saved it, you know. Look at AIKI here. Look at ENG. I know this one's got a very small float, too. Let me look at the float here. $12.5 million in the float for ENG, so not super small, but small nonetheless. I know, I'm just joking about the wife thing, guys. I'm just joking, man. You know, look, my wife and I've been together for over 10 years. You know, like we've been together for a long time. I've mentioned this here before and probably mentioned this. I think everyone has some tips to offer today. I learned circuit breakers don't happen in pre-market. Yeah, so circuit breaker halts. Yeah, they don't happen in pre-market. Mostly, I mean, I guess they could. I don't know if they could or not. But the volume is so low in pre-market, it's unlikely, at least. Float is the total amount of shares that are out there. So, like, think of float. Think float. A really easy way to use like audio imaging is probably the right way to do it. Hey man, thank you for, what is that? That's like $1.60, bro. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Wolfpack, thank you, sir, for the South Korean yen. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, brother. Welcome. Thank you very much. But no, what I was gonna say is the way you remember float is think about how many shares are floating out there in the ether. That's float. How many shares are total available, or how many shares are out there? And so by that logic, small floats are going to be bigger range, more momentum stocks because it takes less shares to make them move, right? So you buy 10,000 shares of a million float, that's a pretty decent percentage of that overall stock's float. And so if you buy that, it might make that stock move, and that stock might push up some from you just buying 10,000 shares to where if the stock has $1 billion in the float, it's going to be a drop in the bucket. It's going to be insignificant with regard to how many shares that is. And so that's why float matters. But IPDN, we're looking at it at 210. We'll see if it holds. But yeah, thank you, Wolf. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Oh, Juan, not yen. Oh, sorry, guys. My bad. Sorry, man. Look, I tried to sound smart. It backfired on me. You know, that's the truth. Nah, I remember him. I remember him donating to me yesterday, and I had to look up exactly. I think I remembered how much it was. It's $1 and that's gonna be $1.60. Hey, thank you, Verna. I appreciate the sub. But yeah, I still appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for taking the time to donate to me, man. I appreciate that for sure. Was it 80 cents? Hey, my man Marcus, appreciate the sub, bro. Y'all be like Marcus. Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Yeah, we're watching IPDN. We're gonna see if it holds here. Hey, appreciate the sub, M. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Welcome, man. Thank you, sir. Hey, thank you, 3D. Hey, thank you, team. Yeah, we're looking at NXTD too. I mean, I see it. INDO pushing back up here. This one's got a very small float too. 1.5 million float. Very small. Donald, my man Donald, hitting that subscribe button. Man, something's up with my Nightbot, to be honest. I might have to redo this. Because, for some reason, they all just happen at once. You know? Hey, happy to help, bro. INDO. CNFR. Hey, it's bouncing at 5. So $5 confirmed here. We'll see if it continues. Good luck on your way to 40k subs. Hey, thank you, sir. Yeah, honestly, at this rate, we'll hit 40k in a week. Less, maybe. You know, honestly, probably less, to be honest. If we keep growing at this rate we are now, we'll hit 40k in like 4 days. We've been growing by an average of 200 to 300 subscribers a day. So that means every 3 days we hit 1,000. So yeah, in like 5 days we would hit 40k if we continue to grow at this rate. Buying BNGO at this price is good. I have no idea, man. I don't know what Bingo's going to do. I don't know which way it's going to head. I like that 160 support, but I don't like giving out stock picks either. I don't know what this one's going to do. Look at the hiccups. Yeah, man. Hey, now we hit 100 likes before 8 or before 9 a.m. We hit 100. Yesterday we had like 300 and something likes. It's funny though, you can see the haters around. Like I said, it must suck to be a hater on this channel because you just gotta watch us grow. And that must suck. I would hate that. If I didn't like somebody, I just gotta watch them get bigger and bigger and bigger on YouTube, shining over here in the YouTube space. I would hate it, you know. We're gonna watch NETE here. It's sitting just over 1550s. We're gonna see if this level holds right here. 1550 as support. Not sure if it will or not, but we're watching it. CNFR bouncing over 15 or over 550s. JAN, we'll see if it holds at 7. NETE, looking at 1550s. IPDN breaking down under these major levels here. We can watch $2. $2 might be interesting as a support area. We'll see. Yeah, Wendy, I'm feeling much better. I figured out what was wrong with me. I'm just allergic to tree nuts is what happened. I'm just allergic to tree nuts, and also the omeprazole was reducing my stomach acid too much. And so once I stopped taking omeprazole and avoided tree nuts, I haven't been sick in months, or in a month, like a month now. Yeah, ask for what you want to do with that, Muhammad. Hey, what's up, brother? I would call them, man. I would call them. I have no idea how that's gonna work, bro. So I would call them ASAP and see if you can get that straight. You know. I'm not. My name's not Mike. If you're asking if my name's Mike, my name's John, by the way. John, you have an actually job? You prayed it? No? Oh, do I have an actual job? I got a real estate license. I'm a real estate agent. I do some freelance web development work. Like, I'm a programmer to a certain extent with, like, JavaScript, React Native a little bit. And so, yeah, I mean, I got my real estate license, do a little bit of real estate, do a little bit of programming work. I run this YouTube that does make money. I trade. I also have 2 Amazon businesses as well that pay most of the bills too. So, yeah, I mean, we do a bunch of different stuff. IPDN is trying to hold over 2. We'll see what happens there. XCLB trying to hold. Still looking at NEAT. It is bouncing at 550, so we did get the bounce there. Yeah, I think I'd rather be a jack of all trades and a master of none than only be a specialist. I think the way to really do well is to diversify your income, and I think to do that you have to be a jack of all trades if you want to diversify the correct way. Again, this is just my opinion on it, but I would rather be a jack of all trades as opposed to a specialist of some sort. No, you're good, Eric. Don't worry about it, brother. What's up, Jeffrey, man? Jeffrey's still over here saying Trump won. I mean, I'm just gonna let it go. I don't know. You guys know me. Y'all don't want me to start ranting about politics. Yeah, if I start ranting about politics, both sides are gonna hate me. You know? CNFR trying to get over 550s. We'll see if it holds. How much did you make yesterday trading? Like $15. It depends. In futures, I made a little bit. But in penny stocks, like 20 bucks. 15, 20 bucks, something like that. Where's your trade? I'm not trading right now. Yeah, I mean... Looking at NEAT, looking at NXTD here. IMMP, watching that. IFRX. IMMP doesn't look that bad, to be honest here. BNGO, yeah, we're looking at Bingo. Right now we're just chilling right now. There's not too much action. We're just hanging out. We can look at the overall market. What's the SPY doing? SPY's up, but lower volume. What? Did he really, Daniel? I did not hear that, bro. I've been out of the loop in Louisiana, man. That's crazy, though. That's sad, man. You know, rest in peace. Prayers for his family, man. That's sad. you know how it is, though, man. We got TTOO pulling back a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, the Republican states, I mean, let's take Texas, for instance, right? Texas is all freedom. Yeah, freedom, right? But they're one of the most restrictive on cannabis, you know? And so I find it ironic that a country that a state that preaches freedom and anti-government and you know, individual rights, the dinosaur Republicans here lock people in jail for cannabis. That's ridiculous, man, you know? And so, yeah, both sides are not innocent. They're both ridiculous. I hate both politicians. Or all the politicians, man. They're all nonsense. Bureaucratic nonsense. In the end, they never really do what the people want. They always do. The way the system is set up is they get so much PAC money from large corporations, especially the Republicans, that most of the time the Republican politicians are just ran by big corporations. Just like the left, too. A lot of times the left is as well. A lot of times liberal politicians are the same exact thing. And so with all that said, I just dislike all politicians. They can all, you know, go somewhere. I don't like them. I'm indifferent to them. Sure, I care about policies, but individual politicians, nah. You know, I just dislike all politicians. And then if I say that, like I said, it shouldn't matter what I think. If just me saying that makes you want to leave the stream, then go. Like, you're too sensitive over here. You know, we can have opposing views and still be here and support each other. Like, that's one of the most ridiculous things about the current state as well. We don't all have to agree. I can think that, and y'all can still be my friend. You know what I mean? Anyways. IMAC, look at IMAC showing up on the scans. Look at this rip. It's up from 118s to 165s. Yeah, I'm pivoting away from politics as we speak. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I talked about politics. Like I said, I will really make both sides hate me. You know. I love you all. Even if I disagree with you on politics or you disagree with me, it shouldn't matter that much. We're trading. We're going to keep it trading. But no, look at IMAC. Ripping up. So we'll see. Let me look up the float for this one. Sitting at 150s. Alright, so somebody tell me the float of iMac. It's not showing up. Yeah, for sure. Nothing generates hate like politics, man. Y'all chill out, man. We can talk about it sometimes. Like the problem is people are so weird with it, man. Anyways, like I said, well, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Y'all chill out. Let's not argue about it either. It's my fault. So I apologize for even bringing it up. I'm looking at IPDN. I'm trying to find the iMac float. So somebody help me out with that. 7 million? Gotcha. Chad, is penny stocks risky for day trading? Absolutely. 100%. Day trading as a whole is risky. In penny stocks, you have low floats, and so you have magnified ranges, huge ranges that are hard to trade. Can be very, very risky. Yes, day trading is incredibly risky, especially in penny stocks. For sure. $12 million in the float, yeah, but it's a very small float for iMac. Let me see if I can find a catalyst here. Alright, so iMac Holdings completed the first infusion of stem cells in clinical study for the treatment of bradykinesia. due to Parkinson's disease. I don't know how to, I think I nailed it, you know. So yeah, IMAC Holdings completed the first infusion of stem cells in a clinical study for the treatment of bradykinesia due to Parkinson's disease. So they completed the first infusion of studies of stem cells in a clinical study, basically, for IMAC. Seems like a biotech stock. We'll watch it and see what happens here. But yeah, that's the catalyst that's causing this big thing to push up here for IMAC, IMAC. We also got MARK here starting to push up, MARK Mark. I want to say this is, I can't remember what the underlying asset or type of business it is. So MARK, so Con AI, chosen to upgrade branches for one of the largest commercial banks in China with its smart customer retail platform. So Remark Holdings, a diversified global technology company, announced that one of the largest commercial banks in China chose Con AI, which is their product, to upgrade its 169 branches. So big, basically a big deal with MARK. It's sitting over 2 now. We're watching $2, and the float's got to be larger for this, I'm guessing. Ship W. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to talk about politics, but like I said, I apologize for talking about it, really, guys. I don't want to be divisive. I really don't want to be divisive. Whatever your view is on politics, genuinely, whatever your view is on politics, I support it. I'm not mad at you. We can still be friends, hang out here, make our trades. I support all of you, and, you know, we can disagree on small, minuscule, you know, insignificant things like that, and, you know, still be friends and still hang out and support each other. And I think that's a good thing that we should focus on and worry about, instead of just ostracizing somebody because of their views on certain things. That's the reason people don't end up growing as people, is because they just too much division in that. But yeah, IPDN, we'll see what happens. We'll see if it holds over 2. We got JAN here sitting right over 7s. We got CNFR here sitting right over 5s. We got INDO. Thermal cameras, or MARK. Gotcha. Yeah. I remember that vaguely. During, you know, the heat of the outbreak. We got BNGO here, and then IMAC. So we're watching all of this. IMAC, I think 150 pullback looks good here, but the problem is that it's breaking underneath the VWAP. We also have NETE starting to pull back. Look at NETE here. It's sitting at 5. It's sitting at 1550, 1575s here. BNGO, let's see it at 175. 175 is a major support level. We'll see if it actually holds there or not. But yeah, that's my list today, guys. So far, INDO. Wait a minute, VVPR? No. IAKA, or IAKA? No. IPDN. Alright, so yeah, my main watch is INDO, CNFR, IPDN, JAN, NETE, BNGO, I guess, NXTD, and then IMAC. Those are the main watches. Here's the 150 pullback. I don't know if it's gonna hold here because it's underneath the VWAP. If the VWAP was right around 150 and we pulled back to it, then I might dip by it. As the stock starts to push farther and farther away from the VWAP, I don't know if I like it as much, but it looks like it might be bouncing there, so maybe I'm just wrong at that. Yes, sir. Let's do this. Hey, this is Think or Swim. Yes, sir. Alright, so hey, we did bounce at 150, It shows the significance of half and whole dollars, to be honest. Like 550s, 150, 175. Quarter dollars are good too. Givo's still looking weak here. Alright, so IPDN is over 2 now. We'll see if it holds over 2. We have INDO pulling back down to 10s here, and this might be a big breakdown in this level for INDO here. For INDO, it might be a big breakdown in this level. We'll watch it. I'm still looking at IMMP here as well, although it's not my favorite one. I'll put it that way. TTOO, looking all right. IPDN, though. I mean, we're watching it. NETE, HEPA. Look at BNGO. So BNGO did bounce at 175. It's still moving up. It's at 180s. I mean, I'm making I'm not trading right now. And so even if you hear me say, hey, I'm looking at this, that does not mean buy it. I'm not telling anybody to buy it. We are not investment professionals. You know what? I'm going to change Nightbot to post that so I don't have to keep saying this. Yeah, we're going to set a timer up here and we don't have very many timers right now. We got the Discord. Yeah, we're gonna add another one. Alright, this should work. About every 5-6 minutes should be fine. Alright, there we go. That should be fine. Hey! I mean, I'm not telling you you should or you shouldn't. All I'm saying is that I am not giving out stock. I'm not giving out recommendations is the best way to think about it. Like, I'm not recommending you buy or sell anything. Always do your own, always make your own assessment. That's not my place. I'm just talking about my own subjective opinion here. Look at CTRM. CTRM ripping up. It's at 19 cents, almost 20 cents now. CTRM up to 20 cents. If you like these really cheap penny stocks, CTRM. Ripping up big here. It's at almost 20 cents now. We got KERN, nothing. INDO did bounce at 10. We're still looking at NEAT. We're still looking at BNGO. We're still looking at TTOO, CNFR, IPDN. What was the latest one? IMAC. Alright, so IMAC is back down to the 150 level. We'll see if it bounces here for IMAC. I like this range, and attacking this range I think makes a lot of sense. This range here. So we can see the range. Yeah, see, there's my first liability disclaimer. You see it? Look at Nightbot posting it already. It says, understand we are not investment trading professionals and are not liable for any losses you take. We are not giving stock recommendations. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hey, yeah, right. For sure, Root. Money is the game of life, sir. And I'm trying to win, Hey, BTBT still up there. We're watching it. HEPA. See, and this one's the one that I'm really kind of watching. It's quiet now, but this one has a 1 million float. And so this one has a lot of potential to rip up big. Very small float. Could potentially just rip up huge here. And so we're watching it, certainly. Alright, guys. Small float is good? I mean, define good. I mean, it can be. It can be bad, too. For all those stuck in, what was it yesterday? Look at this. Small float's good until you get a move like this. And just to put it into perspective, a small float is good until this happens, where you can see opened up really strong. You had a bunch of people buying it. This thing got halted at almost $13. This thing got halted. Really 13s, 14s. This thing got halted somewhere around here. Really, I think it was right here at 12s, 12.50. But this thing got halted basically at 12.50. And this thing didn't resume. This thing got halted at 8:37 my time, so 9:37 market time, 7 minutes after the opening bell. This thing resumed at 11:21 market time, 50% lower, 45% lower. And so, yeah, low floats can be good, but in this way, they can be bad too. A lot of people lost a ton of money on this trade. And this is the stuff that can happen when the float is very, very small. So y'all be careful. If to take anything away from what I'm saying, be careful. Trade these small. If you're trying to trade these low float stocks, scale down. There's no reason to take them with big size. You can destroy your entire account. You can lose a lot of money. Y'all be careful. That's the best advice I can give you if you're trying to trade these low float stocks, because they can be very, very risky. The lower the float, the more risky they are. I'll put it that way. Yeah, ACY, another example of a very low float stock that just destroyed some accounts. This thing, ACY, got halted at 38. At 38, it got halted at 11:04 market time. This thing didn't resume until 2:56 market time. And this thing resumed over 50% lower. Over 50% lower. So everybody holding this up there lost 50%. This is why low floats can be sketchy, and y'all need to be careful with low floats. I'm serious. They can be very, very risky. But you can make money with them too. Trade small. Don't be greedy. That's the best advice I can give you. Trade small, don't be greedy. IMAC pushing back above the VWAP here, and it did bounce at 150. And so, hey, you draw these lines here, and it follows it. So we'll see what happens now. Look for 175 to break. Hey, listen, if IMAC pulls back to 160, I might buy some. If it pulls back to 160, I may not, but I may. And so we're going to see. There's IMAC sitting at 170s. Hey. Hey, yeah, no worries. So, Shauna, what's your ideal float range? 1 to 10. I like small floats, but everybody's different. But I like trading. I probably have the best results for like 4 million floats, like small floats, but not like 1 million. 1 million almost certainly going to get halted sometime. All right, here goes IMAC pushing up to the pre-market high. IMAC pushing up here, sitting at 172 now. 172 for IMAC. We'll watch it to see if it holds now or what happens, but it's pushing up closer to that pre-market high. Alright, so yeah, IMAC breaking over highs here. It's testing. There's the break. It just broke pre-market highs for IMAC. Hey, we almost got 500 people here already. There's the rip in IMAC all the way up to 190s, man. I look the other way, and this thing just rips up here for IMAC. Up to 190s for IMAC. Crazy squeezes. I don't know. If you join our Discord, we do have a float thing. We have if you join our Discord and anywhere in the Discord, really, if you do it, I try to do it in pre-market chat. That's where we look up stuff. But if you go to our Discord, I'll post this link here, and you go to pre-market chat. If you type in ! float and then the symbol, it'll look up the float for you. That's what I use, at least. Here's our Discord. It's free. Y'all join it. But yeah, if you go there and you type in ! float and then type in the symbol, so ! float iMac, then it'll look up the float for you. And I think the float is 7.2 million for iMac. 7.2 mil. Alright, here's iMac though. It's at 180s, 183s. Hey, we got 500 people here, guys. Hit that like button, team. Definitely appreciate the support. So here's an interesting thing. If it pulls back to 175, do I want to dip by this? I might. Pulls back to 175, I might. I don't think I'm going to get the shot. I don't think I'm going to get the chance. Alright, there's 82s, 81s. Okay. You know, we're going to try it. No. Short a stock. I'm not trying to short a stock. Oh. I was hitting sell. Nobody told me. I was hitting sell. Yeah, float just means the total amount of shares that are available. And so think about the shares floating around. How many shares are floating around out there for people to trade? Alright, so I'm in iMac with 35 shares. Like I said, we pull back down to 175. I might add some more here. I would have preferred to get a little bit deeper of a dip buy, but hey, you know, it'll be alright. No, float means the total amount of shares that are available to the public. So, you know, it's the total amount of shares that are available. Think about all the shares that are floating around out there. That's a good way to remember it. Alright, so we're looking for a 175 pullback. There's 180s. Alright. Alright, we're in with 70 shares now. 70. 70 shares. 175 will be our risk. 175. And I'll say this, man. We've been making some money in pre-market. I don't know what this one's going to do. I might just lose here. But overall, we've been pretty consistent in pre-market trading. I guess I might let it actually go down to 170 just to give it some room to bounce. Watching the level 2 here. And there's 80s, 81s. Alright, NETE bouncing up a little bit. There's 81s. We're about break even in this. We want to see like the highs up here. We want to see 90s. And we don't mind holding it throughout the open to let it work too. Watching the spread. Yeah, well the total float is just the total amount of shares available. Yeah, hopefully so, man. We'll see if we get another crazy day today. It's been a crazy few weeks, man. I'm telling you that. Like, we've been a little bit spoiled the last few weeks, but there's also been a lot of risk in the market, too. Yeah. Yeah, we got, I said 175. We got 176. We're close enough, you know. Oof. That's a quick drop. Oh, no, Rob. Why is iMac up? I don't know. Ooh, there's a big squeeze, push. Alright, guys, we got 5 minutes. We're still holding iMac here. See if we bounce here. We're letting it test. $77s. Alright, well, we gotta be careful. We're gonna try to let it bounce at 75. There's 79s. I tried to tell you, Jude, man. I tried to tell you, bro. Yeah, if you see your P&L fluctuating, you got an open position, brother. I tried to tell you. I emailed you, too, and told you the same thing, man. And it just comes with experience. Like, you'll get it, bro. Like, it just takes time and experience to really understand certain things, and you got this, bro. Don't stress it. But glad you got it figured it out. I'm glad you got it figured out, Jude. Alright, guys. Hey, let's do this. Yeah, no stress. Hey, we got 540 people here early today, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Let's do this. So far, we are green slightly today. If we lose in this trade, we'll be close to break even. Jan flushed. Did it really? Yeah, Jan flushed under 7. Interesting. Jan's the smallest float I've seen today. Also, BNGO, bingo. BNGO is ripping up. So BNGO is at 190 right now. Close to 190. Alright, so here's a little bit of a flush. Like I said, we're going to let it go to 170. I don't like that flush, though. That's a little bit too quick. We'll give it 1 second, see if it pops back above it, and then we'll just exit. 170s. Quick pop. Alright, so we got our line in the sand level. Maybe I'm holding this one too long. We already got some profit on the day. I can't remember what the other one I'm up in. But we already got some profit on the day already. Alright, we got 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. I'm trying to see whether I want to hold this one into the open or whether I just want to sell it now and regroup and come back and try to make some money after that. So we're eyeballing it, but... yeah, I gotta get out. Alright, so we're out. $11 loss, pretty small. We're down like $8 on the day. We just didn't hold there, unfortunately. And I think I held it a little bit too long. You guys can see why 175 should be my risk. And I think I just held it too long. It's okay. It's small. Yeah, look at BNGO, though. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be right. I'm not going to be right about everything, you know. I think I've been pretty spot on the last few days, though, and we'll see if we can end green today. The green streak is still alive. I don't know if I want it to be, though. At this point, I'm almost hoping it ends, so I can start swinging a little bit more, because that's what I want to do, especially considering the consistency that I've had the last few months. I'd like to be able to swing a little bit harder, and maybe I will anyway, but the green streak's alive. I do want to see how long I can keep the green streak going. Hey guys, get ready. Here's the bell. We got 660 people here already, team. Let's do this. Let's do this, team. No, not if you have a cash account. I might be able to send it to you, Cloud. I'm not sure, but I might be able to send you my setup. All right, guys, we got 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Let's do this. We got NETE. We got USIO. We got CNFR. We got IMAC. Ripping down, looking weak now. NETE, trying to hold at 15s. We got INDO. We've got JAN. We've got HEPA. We've got RNWK. We've got ENG. We got TTOO. We've got BNGO, which is probably my favorite one right now. Let's see if we can find the float on bingo real quick before the bell. Anybody know the float on bingo? Let me look it up real quick. All right, the float is 150 million in bingo, so a large float here. Here's the bell go, though, guys. Good luck. Let's do this. Good luck, guys. There's the bell. All right, here's the bell. There's bingo. JAN. IPDN. All right, so there's the opening bell. We got BNGO pulling back. It's at 190s. We got NETE trying to break under 15. We've got JAN pushing up to 660s. And again, JAN is the smallest float today. It's only 1 million in the float. It is pushing up some after breaking down under this big support level of 7. Then we also have IPDN. IPDN is ripping up, guys. Look at IPDN. It's up to 207s. 207s now for IPDN. It's pushing up big here. We'll see if it gets over 210 and then we'll pull back to it. Maybe it'll hold and we'll dip by it there. But we'll wait. We'll wait for it. IPDN ripping up though, guys. Bingo pulling back. OCGN moving up a little bit. NETE dropping. I said 210 pullback, and I didn't take it. Oh man, I was just a little late. It's not, if I would have seen it, okay, there it is. All right, we're in with 70 shares. What? Okay. All right, we just scalped that very, very quickly. And it looks like it was a good move too, because man, that thing fluctuated quickly here. We made a little bit on IPDN, a little bit. Look at CNFR, guys. CNFR. CNFR breaking over 5s here. Look at this one. Let's see if it holds over 5s. Big rejection for CNFR. Y'all watch out. Big rejection there. Look at HEPA, guys. HEPA ripping up. HEPA, it's up to 260 for HEPA. This one's ripping up strong, looking good. So, yeah, HEPA, rip it up. It's at 260s now. HEPA at 260s. Look at CNFR underneath that as well. NEAT might be rebounding here. Look at Bingo. Bingo's over 2. BNGO. Beautiful red to green move on Bingo. Look at Bingo here. Here's Bingo. CNFR. IPDN pulling back to 2s. But look at Bingo here. I don't like this one because it's underneath the VWAP. I'm not saying it's not going to bounce, but for Bingo here, even though it's a larger float, we'll look for a pullback to $2. We want to see another candle open up in 12 seconds and then a pullback to 2. That's what we're ultimately looking for. We also have BOXL. BOXL. Not really doing too much here. Here's the new candle. Here's the pullback to 2. Never quite got the pullback that we wanted, although it is ripping up now, but we never quite got the pullback, unfortunately, there. HEPA is up to 260s. Bingo's up to 210s. What was the other one I traded? Let me look. IMAC and IPDN. Okay, so it was IPDN, I believe. Holding at 2. We never got this $2 pullback, but we're going to wait for it still with Bingo here if we get it. There's 206s, 205s. 204s. We're gonna buy a little bit here at 202s. Alright, so we're with 100 shares of Bingo. IPDN is moving up. IPDN is looking strong. HEPA is pulling back some now. Gotta watch this one. It's starting to break down. We're gonna let it bounce if we can, but 96s. I don't like this move. We're probably about to jump out. Give it one more second. 95s. See if we squeeze up real quick. I gotta get out there. Yeah, just looking weak. Small loss there too. Just didn't hold. I'm gonna wait a little while. I think I'm trading a little bit too actively early this morning. NETE. NETE starting to rip. It's at 15s now. 15s. Yeah, I'm going to slow down just because I haven't had that good of results yet this morning. We got a few good trades in, but nothing too crazy yet, so we're going to slow it down and wait until we see some good stuff show up. Let me put the filters up so we can actually see what's moving in regular market hours. I forgot to switch these over, so my bad, team. Here, this is regular market hours. So, yeah, so far, NXC maybe? Look at NXE. Bingo pulled back too much. Look at NETE though. That one is kind of crazy. Look at that one. $15 pullback to NETE. Look at HEPA. I mean, this one's not that bad, you know. Look at IPDN. Looks like I got out of that one at the right time, man. That was crazy. Alright, I am scalping a little bit of NEAT here, a little bit. Run with 25 shares. I just want to see a bounce at 15s, and if we can, we're going to sell into it, but we got to be very, very careful. There's 20s, because even this 25 shares is a pretty big swing, to be honest. Slowing down. I don't know if I like this. Yeah, there's 18s. See if we get up to 20s. Yeah, there's a big pullback. 15s. Alright, so we're in NETE very small. 18s. Here, the music stopped. Hold on. I mean, I'm trying to be chasing. Oof. Come on, get me out, man. Thanks, Thinkorswim. But yeah, these are the crazy risks you take with low float stocks. Yeah, like I said, I think I need to slow myself down. I'm taking a little bit too many trades early. We'll come back. But yeah, I'm out of bingo. Huge squeeze down. Or I'm out of NEAT. Huge squeeze down. I'm looking at bingo here. Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, for sure. I was trying to get out. I tried to get out on a bid, but it just didn't fill me. And then, that bid should have filled me immediately, but I just didn't. I'm glad I got out when I did, though. I lost $8, and it's ripping down here, so it looks like a good exit. See what else we got today, though. Hold on, team. Let me find some other stuff. BOXL is up on the top of my list. BOXL. It's kind of fighting its way back. CTRM. Look at CTRM. If you like these really cheap penny stocks, they're ripping up big. NNDM. Yeah, look at CTRM. NNDM. Yeah, look at NNDM, guys. I like that one. OPGN. Alright, so we're looking at OPGN. Nothing really showing up yet. What happened to INDO? INDO just ripped down and got halted. Crazy move. CNFR, same thing. IPDN, same thing. BNGO is the only one that's kind of redeeming itself here. What about IMAC? IMAC is kind of starting to fight back here. Look at IMAC here. IMAC. Alright, so we're kind of looking at iMac here to see if it resumes. Also, HEPA is kind of bouncing. UUU is showing up on the scans. Look at UUU, triple U from yesterday. There's no way I'm trading this thing, but it's kind of moving up some. Bingo still pushing up, but getting rejected here. Man. Yeah, it's certainly not a crazy day like yesterday. I mean, we're getting some moves, but it's not crazy like yesterday. iMac is trying. OXBR. Look at OXBR, guys. OXBR breaking over the previous closing price here. It's at 204 for OXBR, 205s. GBP showing up, GBP. Bingo sitting at 2s now. But like I said, I'm slowing it down. I want some more momentum before I start squeezing too hard here. Look at Gene, G-E-N-E. Look at G-E-N-E, guys. G-E-N-E starting to rip. There it is at 370s, 377s. 377s, G-E-N-E. We could also see C-H-E-K. Y'all be careful, though. C-H-E-K, ripping up pretty big. I don't hate this pullback to the pre-market levels. We might get in with like a few hundred shares here. Or no, we need like 400. Alright, we're in with 400 shares here of CHEK. 400. Pretty small. Bingo, BNGO still ripping up. Bingo, BNGO. It's up to 214s. 214s. We'll come back to check. We're going to show you guys Bingo here since CHEK isn't doing much. Look at Bingo here, though. BNGO sitting at 211s. Crazy rip. It broke over 2. It held. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to get out here. Took a $5 loss on check. Definitely not my day so far. We still got a lot of equity to trade, but I think we're going to try to be careful right now. GBR is starting to push up. GBR. Tops, TOPS. Showing up on the scans as well. Tops, TOPS. It's at 120s. Look, we got GEG. PRPH. GEG. Alright, we're scalping a little bit of Bingo here. We were down on Bingo already, and so we're making a little bit of money from it. I'm trying to see what I want to do with the rest. We're going to get out another half there. We're holding 75 shares left, and this has basically got us green, close to green on the day for BNGO. We'll see if it pushes up and breaks 210s. 209s. 210s. Yeah, we're just going to get out there. Maybe got out a little bit early, but we made about $10 on that last trade, so not too bad. Maybe it's going to continue ripping up for Bingo. Maybe I'll jump back in it. No, actually I'm not. We'll see. INDO, just, man, what happened with INDO? This is crazy. Oh, what was the other one? Jan, right? Jan. Man. HEPA was another one. Weak. There goes BNGO here. Bingo. Still ripping up over these highs. BTBT showing up too. BTBT. Man. Yeah, Bingo sitting at 210s. BTBT is up to 1420s. 1420s. And right now I'm just waiting for something else, so bear with me. TENX is showing up, and it's kind of moving. The only problem is that this previous closing price is above us, and it's very, very low volume. HFEN, Jan is starting to kind of fight its way back. CTRM, pulling back to the VWAP, doesn't look too bad here for CTRM. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Man. Tops. Yeah, we're looking at tops. I'm looking at CTRM. I don't hate this little pullback area here. The range is still pretty big too, but I'd have to buy like 500 shares or so of this one. We'll see. Let me see. Alright, so it is a NASDAQ listed stock. It's not pink sheets. Do I want to buy this here? It's a little bit cheaper relative to what I usually trade. So let's see, 500 shares from 22s to 24s. Be up $10. I don't know if it's worth it. I would have to risk 1-to-1 ratio, maybe. We'll wait. I was thinking about CTRM. We'll wait. I don't know if I like it yet. BNGO is still moving up, though. Bingo. BNGO. IPDN. Yeah, Bingo's still moving too. Alright, I scalped a little from IPDN at the beginning. This is probably my favorite setup right now aside from BNGO, but BNGO has a larger range. Did I really? What happened to it? It was, what was it? What was the stock I was looking at? What was it? It was a 20-cent stock, right? What was the stock? Somebody help me out. I'm drawing a blank. ASRT, guys, look at ASRT. CTRM. I mean, it's not really down that much. I mean, I was calling it at 22, and so it's got down. It's only down half a cent from where I was talking about. And so this isn't really anything yet for it, but we're watching it as well. Look at BNGO and IPDN here. We're going to look for a U-shaped breakout pattern here. Maybe buy it right here. At 210s. Alright, so we're in this one. Alright, so we get a quick spike up. Alright, we got out a half there. Beautiful spike up very quickly. There's two 15s. Two 12s. We gotta get ready. Am I holding 50 shares? Alright, so we're holding 50 shares of, there we go. Spike, two 18s. Alright, so IPDN is trying here. We're holding 50 shares of it. We're able to take some profit off of it already. We just want to see some spikes up. There's 13s, 15s, 16s, 17s. There we go. Alright, there's 16s, 17s. Alright, there's 18s. There's the spike. 19s. Let's break. You know, we're going to take half off here just to protect it. And then we're going to hold these 25 shares to be safe. Alright, we're letting this consolidate. Gene and Bingo. B-N-G-O and G-E-N-E. Both ripping. Bingo's up to 220s. This is taking too long. We're gonna get out there for a small little win. Maybe add some more if we get some pops up here for it. For the U-shaped breakout pattern. But look at Bingo here for IPDN. There's 220s, 230s. Yeah, I'm looking at those for sure, team. Bingo, not bad. There's 230s. Now, the next step here, I want to see the VWAP follow it up. The VWAP's kind of low down here. I want to see the VWAP follow it up some. If not, it's going to be extended in my book. But I wouldn't mind seeing it push up to this level, this 240 level, and then pull back to like 225 for a dip buy opportunity. That's what I'm going to look for. So there's 240s. It might break it, though, and just rip. But I'm looking for it to test and then pull back to 225 right now. And if it does, then I might dip buy with like a few hundred shares or something like that. OSMT. OSMT. OSMT's not really that bad either. Oh my gosh, man. Alright, Austin, I made you a moderator, brother. Here's 330s. I made you a moderator, bro. Alright, we're adding. We got the pullback. It's close enough to 225s here. We're in with 50 shares. There's 227s. 226s. We might add a little bit more here on this pullback. 225s. 225s. Alright, we're in with the 100 shares now, which is a bigger position. We're trying to scale up a little bit. We'll see if it works. So we got the push. There's 224s. 225s. 22s. 25s. 27s. So we're about break even now. 28s. I said we want to see 240s test, but maybe we're not going to get it. 28s. Let's see if it holds here. 220 is the line in the sand for this one now. 220. Find some support. That's cool. Let's see if we can just bounce now. Man, I tried to give it time to bounce there. Just never did bounce at 225s, unfortunately. I gotta get out there. And it might bounce back up, but we're gonna get out and keep it small. We tried to give it some time to pull back. Maybe we should have let it pull back here to like 215s, but we'll figure it out. And we'll come back to bingo here. We got INDO trying to make some moves. Or not making some moves, trying to climb back up. We've got IMAG here, which is still pretty sideways and choppy. Another one that we haven't really looked at much is OSMT. OSMT is it had a big gap down. I'm not sure what the catalyst was. I didn't really see exactly what the catalyst was there, but it's not a bad move. Yeah, these are just songs that I'm selecting, which is why the music keeps stopping, because I select the song and, you know, go back to it. We got, what else do we have here? We've got HEPA, which I think I lost someone. I thought I lost someone on HEPA. Somebody was telling me about this one. RNDB. Watching that. Ooh. Let me pick out a different song, team. Give me a second. Alright. TENX and Jan showing up. Look at TENX. It's up to 203s now. 203s for this one. That's crazy. Look at TENX ripping at that previous closing price there, too. Hey. Hey, thank you, Sean. Hey, what's up, brother? Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support, dude. Look at TENX ripping. TENX, guys. TENX having big moves from yesterday. There's 217s. NXTD. Alright, NXTD still got a long way to go. I'm also still looking at like IMAC. IMAC is down. Yeah, this is Epidemic Sounds. Is what this is. Hey, that's right. Hit that like button, team. We got 820 people in here today. What else do we have right now? INDO trying to fight his way back. Look at INDO. Crazy, crazy. Alright, we got INDO here making moves. What else we got? Yeah, bingo crashed. We have TENX. We got TNX making some moves here. I mean, this one's not too bad either. Watching TENX. I'm still kind of looking at OSMT. A new one on the scan is IKNX. IKNX starting to rip. Not too bad. We got OSMT. OSMT is kind of looking okay. I'm looking at 430s right here. See if 430s holds. Yeah, appreciate that, guys. Yeah, team. Last few days, yesterday we had almost 900 people here. Today we've had 850, 860. So, hey, team, I appreciate the love. It's Wednesday, and we're getting good numbers. So, appreciate the love, team. Really do. Thank you guys for the support. We are growing like crazy. And, yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate it. Much love to all of you. We're going to keep growing. And shout out to the haters, because you know they mad now. Appreciate the love, team. Really do. IHT. Yeah, we're just hanging out right now. Looking at Jan in the halt now, and INDO. What? Ooh, INDO is halted on the way up, and this is what you get with these low floats. Somebody asked me earlier. They said, "Is low float good?" I mean, it can be. It can be bad like this too, and so it can be good or bad. It just really depends on how you're trading it, and a lot of it is luck as well. Let's see when this one was halted. Does anybody? This one was halted just now. So does anybody know the halt code? Let me see. Alright, so it's a circuit breaker volume halt. The code on INDO is M, so it's a circuit breaker. IPDN. Whoa, look at IPDN, guys. Oh, man. This is probably the best mover right now. IPDN, guys. IPDN. Crazy, crazy squeeze, guys. Crazy move for IPDN. This one is up to 260s right now for IPDN. Y'all check it out. There's the rip. There's the move. The volume is 32 million today. The float must have been rotated multiple times. Let's see if we can find it. Hey, that's right. If I ain't got no haters, I ain't doing nothing right. That's right. But yeah, IPDN. Let me see if I can find the float. Okay, 8.95 million. Shout out to Nancy. 8.7 million, or basically 9 million in the float. 9 million float for IPDN. This is definitely my top watch today. We need a pullback though, and that's the problem. We already got the pullback to 250 right here. It's a little extended up here now. We're hanging out, we're chilling right now, but we're gonna wait and see if we can find anything that looks better. Have you got a lot of money? I mean, that's all subjective. Define a lot, you know? I'm comfortable, you know what I mean? Alright, so maybe we're gonna look for a pullback to like 250s for IPDN. Maybe a pullback to like 250s, we'll see. But IPDN is going crazy, guys. Yeah, it's like getting married. It could be good, could be bad. You know? Alright, so IPDN ripping up here, guys. Crazy squeezes, crazy moves here. Threes, never got the pullback. There's 306s, 307s. $309s. Is this gonna get halted? It's got a pretty small float too. Somebody's begging. Y'all are hard to keep up with, chat. We are halted, guys, for IPDN. Halted now. Let me look at the code. So the halted code is LUPD. Volatility trading pause. Straddle condition is what that is. So it's a volatility trading pause. But yeah, IPDN is the code. Or no, LUPD is the code. So yeah, we are halted though for IPDN. Y'all good luck. Let me catch back up on the chat. Yeah, we're gonna ban this guy, Paul, just because he's just being pretty negative and unnecessarily so. He's trying to start fights with Austin. Like, bye-bye, bro. I'm a Willy Wonka him. Good day, sir. You know? Yeah. But hey, we're watching IPD and we should resume at, 9:04. Or no, we halted at 10:04. We should resume at, 10:09. Market time. Good day, sir. You know, let me Willy Wonka him. You know? I appreciate it. 3. Yeah, man, they're pretty dope. But yeah, we're sitting in IPDN. I don't see not much else. We got JOB. We got STAF. Look at JOB, guys. JOB. JOB. Look at STAF, too. JOB and STAF ripping big here. I said good day, sir. Yeah, that's, you know, real ones know. Willy Wonka his, you know. I'm using Thinkorswim. Nah, I mean, you're good. I'm English, that's how we all talk. Hey, my last name's London, you know, so I'm technically English too, I guess. I'm American English. But yeah, I've got the most English sounding name in ever. The most British sounding name ever. That's because the English are the truth, man. You know us English, we're the truth over here. STAF. Look at STAF. It's up to 70 cents. All right, in 1 minute or so, we should resume for what was halted? Which one was halted? IPDN, right? Alright, staff, IPDN. Rip it up here. Let's look to see if this one resumes now. This is Thinkorswim. This is Thinkorswim. I'm still kind of waiting for this resumption here. It should resume now, right? Yeah, I got halted at 04. It should resume at 09 if it's a 5-minute halt. If it's not a 5-minute halt, it might be another 5 minutes. It might resume at 14 as opposed to 9 here for IPD in here. So it might resume at 14 as opposed to 9, so we're waiting. What's the SPY doing? Look at STAF is sitting at 69s. I'm still looking at OSMT. There's the resumption, so it was a 5-minute halt. There's the resumption for IPDN. There's the resumption. It's at 315s, 310s, 308s. I don't know what it's going to do. It could gap down. It could rip down. It could rip up. We never really know what this is going to do, but we're watching for it here for IPDN. So it is resumed here. It's sitting at 290s, 308s. 290s, 308s, guys. Making some interesting moves here. All right, there's 330s breaking highs, rip it up for IPDN, breaking highs at 340s, 350 for IPDN. Big rips, big moves here. What's going on with this one, team? All right, there's 360s for IPDN. It's ripping up big here, guys. 360s for IPDN. Crazy, crazy move, guys. 360s. It's going to get halted again. We're halted again. So another volatility halt for IPDN. We are halted again at 367s, team. 367s. So crazy, crazy. Wow. Hey, y'all be careful. Good luck. If y'all are in this one, good luck. I'm not. I've already made some money on IPDN today. I'm not going to push too hard here. But yeah, y'all be careful, guys, because this is a little sketch. Not sketch. I mean, look at VOLT. VOLT making moves. All right, so this one was halted at 9:11. It should resume at 9:16 or 10:16 market time, that is. Look at VOLT. VOLT ripping up. It's at 211s, guys. VOLT. 215s. For VOLT, volumes coming in, looking strong. Blue sus. Yeah, let me know if y'all want to get some Among Us going. My son loves Among Us. My daughter and son play with me, so if y'all want to play some Among Us with us, let me know. IPDN though, man. Look at this. Crazy, crazy move. Crazy, crazy move here. Alright, so yeah. IPDN halted at 390s. It should resume in about 4 minutes. If it's a 5-minute halt, that is. It could be a 10-minute halt for all we know. And then again, we got VOLT. VOLT pulling back to 2s. We'll see if it holds 2 now. Let me see if we can find a catalyst for VOLT as well as a float here. Alright, the float of VOLT is 13.3 million. Alright, so the catalyst for this, I don't see any catalyst for VOLT. No new catalyst here. We'll see if it bounces at 195s at the VWAP here. I'm not sure. MTR. MTR looking strong. Ripping up. This is a New York Stock Exchange one. Look at OCGN is kind of trying to make some moves. OCGN. What else we got? NSYS. NSYS is kind of trying to make some moves. NSYS trying to make some moves here. We got HEPA. Maybe trying to climb back some. No. Where's my... ICLK. ICLK showing up on the scans. ICLK. Not much yet. Kind of looking at KNDI too here, kind of. Alright, there goes ICLK, ripping up, breaking highs. What else we got? OSMT. I was talking about this one all day. OSMT. Kind of climbing its way back, making moves here, looking good. OSMT breaking highs at 440s. BTBT bouncing off the VWAP nicely there. Now we're scalping a little bit of BNGO here. I'm holding 150 shares left. We'll see if this works out. Pull back to like 218s. Alright, so we actually made a little bit of money on this trade. We were down some already in BNGO. We're holding it. We're seeing what happens here. There's 23s. IPDN, guys. IPDN is resumed here. We'll come back to this. IPDN is resumed. Up to 430s, guys. 430s, 440s, 450, 450, 460, 470s, 80s, 90s. Whew, man, this thing is ripping, guys. Y'all be careful. For IPDN, y'all be careful. That thing is ripping up big. IPDN, crazy move today. Absolutely crazy move. All right, we're halted again at 480s. I'm gonna go back to BNGO here. I'm losing a little bit here on it, but we're about break even. I want to see a bounce at 220 and continue up. Giving it 1 second here. All right, so we're down on this one now. I took some profit, but we're trying to be patient with it, but I don't know what's going to happen. JOB. Making some moves. JOB. All right, probably about to get out. 18s, 19s. Okay, we'll see if it bounces here. See if it holds right here. It needs to hold right here. But yeah, look at JOB, guys. JOB. JOB's ripping. Volt is pushing up. VOLT. Volt. I'm trying to give Bingo some time here, but it's chopping back and forth so fast. See if it bounces. There's 18s. Yeah, high float. Yeah, larger float, so it'll be slower, which is why I'm giving it some time here. And we've traded a bunch today. We haven't quite gotten it right today. We've traded it a few times. And there's 20s. All right, so we got ourselves back to where we're still green on this trade slightly. We just want to see it hold at 20 now. Like a new candle opening up here would be great, and so that's in 5 seconds. So that's good. So here's the new candle, and there's the new candle right here. And so just pushing up and breaking this 226, 225 level is going to be ideal. That's really what we're shooting for here. There's 23s. Okay, we're green. 24s. Nice. We're going to get out here, protect the trade some. Holding 75 shares left. Look at JOB, guys. JOB still ripping up. JOB still squeezing up pretty big here. Now, 25 is going to be the biggest resistance around us right now for BNGO. 25 is a $0.25. It is a resistance level on this chart. So that's going to be a biggest level, yeah, and there's 25 rejecting. So right here at 25, which is exactly what I thought. And you know, we're going to use 20 roughly as a risk, but we'll let it test and keep this trade pretty close to break even. See if we can hold at 220. It keeps pivoting back and forth. It's a larger float stock. Thus is why it's a longer term trade. Look at JOB, guys. JOB. Wow. JOB up to 130s. 130s for JOB. We'll come back to bingo since it's just small size and a large float. Look at JOB though, guys. Crazy, crazy rips. It's at 137s now. 137s for JOB. Making big moves. IPDN, when's it? Yeah, IPDN was halted last at 9:17. It should resume now. Hey, nice K. Hey, happy for that, Wolf. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you very much. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button. We still got almost 800 people here, and it's almost 10:30 market time. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. I definitely appreciate all the support. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that, man. Alright, yeah, we're out. Alright, we got out of BNGO. We lost like $3 in that trade. We're only down like 20 bucks today, so it's pretty small. And we've been trying to give ourselves that chance to fight back. Hey, we could try, you know. Alright, so there's IPDN resuming. IPDN is resumed. Here goes. Look, there's 5s. So IPDN is trying. Y'all be careful. This is where we could see some downward halts. We could easily see some downward halted stocks on stuff like IPDN when this happens. I don't know for sure what's going to happen here, but we could easily see some downward halts for IPDN. Alright, so here's 4s. We'll see if it bounces at 4. Maybe not though. This thing could just rip out. I'm scared to trade it at this point in time. Alright, so it's at 4. Like I said, I'm not telling you to buy it at 4, but I'm curious to see if it's going to bounce here at $4. Whole dollar. Really curious to see if it's going to bounce there. Alright, so here's at 4. We're going to see if we bounce at 4. Hey, like I said, guys, we got 807 people here still. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. I definitely appreciate it. If you haven't been here before, I always say this at least once per day, but if you haven't seen the channel before, here at Beginner Trading, we're simply just a free resource and community for traders. We're not experts. We don't claim to be experts. We don't sell courses. We don't sell services ourselves. Of course, we do post affiliate links sometimes to help supplement our income, but in the end, we don't claim to be experts. We're not selling courses, and we're just a free resource and community for all of us traders to get together, brainstorm ideas and stuff like that. And if you appreciate movements and day trading with free stuff, free movements, about free trading content, hit the subscribe button now, click the bell, turn on notifications. We do this live every single day for free. We also post videos breaking down the strategies we use that we like, but they might not work for you, as we always say. As always, we're not investment professionals, but if you appreciate the content we put out, hit that like and subscribe button, and we definitely appreciate it. But yeah, honestly, guys, it's looking like my green streak might be over with today. We're down about $20-something. You know, it's been 4 weeks. It would suck to lose the green streak right before New Year, but hey, listen, it'll almost be fitting because, you know, we go on the green streak, it ends right before New Year. That's cool. But yeah, we'll see. We still got some equity, and we're still going to trade, but we're down right now, so we'll see what happens. Look at JOB, guys. So we are trying to bounce at 4 for STAF. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Here's JOB. Beautiful upward trend here. You can see how well JOB's following the VWAP, which means it's in an upward intraday trend. You can see it bouncing off of the VWAP, maintaining that upward trend. So JOB doesn't look bad. We also have VOLT. VOLT looked better earlier. Now it's just ripping down, looking weak. Still looking at IPDN to see if it holds at 4. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what I'm kind of watching it for, to see if it holds. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, all good things must come to an end, brother. We'll be all right. It's not that I'm giving up. I think some days you're just going to lose and you can't do anything about it. And if you push too hard, some days are just not suited for your own style of trading. And the harder you push, the bigger your losses will be. And so one of the most important aspects of day trading as a whole is being able to identify those days and stop yourself from pushing too hard. Because certain days, it's just not going to be favorable for your strategies. And if you push too hard on those days, you'll have these huge drawdowns in your accounts. And I don't want that, because I'm green. I've been making money every week. And if I have to have my first losing day today, that's cool. My first losing day in the last few weeks today, that's fine. But I don't want to push too hard and give back some of the profits that I built up over this green streak as a whole. And so I think identifying that and understanding that is crucial if you want to be successful. Understanding that some days are just not going to be favorable. We're using Benzinga for our stock scanners. Really dope scans. There's the link to Benzinga if you want to check it out. Hit that subscribe button, guys. So yeah, we didn't hold at 4 for IPDN. I'm looking at RCMT showing up on the scans. RCMT, and it is trying here. You can see this light blue line is the previous closing price. It's automatically documented from a script that my man Trade Archer did. So here's the previous closing price. So we're gonna watch that with RCMT and see what happens there. Because I like Thinkorswim. I just use what I like. And everybody's a little bit different. So I like Thinkorswim's charting. That's what I learned on. And so with that, I'm going to keep using them just because that's what I've learned the most with. Hey, nice Lou. Hey, welcome. Yeah, yesterday I was able to twerk it in in green. Tweak it in green. But today, I don't know. Based off of what's moving, we'll see. I mean, I'm still looking at IPDN. It's not too bad. Hey, later, Tiny. Hey, you have a good day as well, Tiny. Appreciate you being here. Hey, what's up? Yo, Bonnie. Hey, good morning. Yeah, I'm from Louisiana, but I live in Texas. I'm still rooting for the LSU and Saints teams though. STAF pulling back to that 78 level in the VWAP. We'll see if it holds here. You can see IPDN is still trying to hold at 4. Tweak. I meant to say tweak. I knew somebody in the chat would be like, what? Hey, later, Johnny. Have a good day, brother. Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, who dat? LSU's not much to brag about this year, but we did good. We did all right at the end of the year. We did okay for LSU. You know, we lost so many people to pros that LSU's all right. You know. Bingo. I mean, I'm still watching it. I did lose a little bit on this one today, but we're still watching it. Hey, nice, Malcolm. Hey, welcome, brother. Twerk something. Yeah, we could try. OEG, guys, look at OEG. That is ripping. Look at OEG. That's a crazy move. Look at OEG, guys. OEG, we're still looking at IPDN, but OEG is still falling down. IPDN is still trying to hold at 4. Alright, there goes BNGO. So it looks like I just missed out on some of the profit for bingo here. It's starting to move up. I'm kind of looking at, I'm trying a futures trade here. We're in one futures trade, and we're still trading penny stocks, so don't worry. But we're in one futures trade here. Trading the SPY. We're going to see if the SPY can push up and break that 373 level, and if not, we're going to get out. We're down 50. We're trying to give it some time here. All right, I'm scalping. Sorry, I didn't want to say much while I'm doing it, but I'm scalping IPD in here, and so you can see I'm up, and we're out. I think I just ended green, guys. Let me see. Yep, we are green. Whew. I caught the $4 bounce. I was talking about it a lot. Let me put on some music, some celebratory music. Whew. I caught the bounce though. But man, I caught the bounce, but a little bit stressful in the trade. I took 100 shares. But yeah, whew. Yeah, it looks like I got out just in time too, because that thing ripped up and then squeezed down. I'm still in the futures trade. Honestly, I completely forgot about that. I'm green like $1. But hey, I'm green. So the big thing is that I made back a lot of those losses. I was down pretty big. I was down like $20-something, so this made it back for sure. Whew. Alright. But yeah, we talked about $4 a lot, and we finally saw a spot where when we reclaimed $4 and then held the support level right here, that's where we bought the dip, and it worked. Hey, thank you, Yeti. Hey, nice, Jay. I appreciate it, Rocco. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Yeah, we still trade futures. I'm in a futures trade right now. I'm down, but we're in. I'm trying to give it some time to rebound. We're down like $60. One contract, 75. But the SPY in the market is just very, very choppy, unfortunately. So like we're trying here, but like everything's so sideways for the SPY. We're probably about to jump out. Yeah, we lost $100 on that trade. Luckily, it's just a futures combine. But looking at the SPY, we're just very sideways and choppy, unfortunately. So, and just very difficult to trade the SPY when it's like this. And so, I might wait to trade futures another time because that's very difficult to trade. IPD and dumping down here, so it looks like I got out at the right time. Hey, well, big is relative. staff went up too. Yeah, so I'm glad I got out when I did, and this is why I just scalp these type of moves. Hey, nice Jefferson. Hey, congrats, bro. And like I said, y'all want to help support your boy here, y'all can check out Top Step. Top Step's a funded account program for futures, and the way it works, look at Bingo here. Bingo's pushing up. Let me just interrupt my spiel here and my plug, and to bring attention to Bingo. Look at Bingo here. It's up 220s. Looking strong 230s here for BNGO. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that if anybody wants to use the same platform I'm using to trade futures, I mean, I'm down on them today. But trading futures, as long as you can be disciplined enough with the SPY and like the volatility, it can be very profitable. I'm very profitable in the futures market for the most part. It's been a really successful few months trading there. But the way it works is it's a funded account program for futures. And so what they do is they give you a demo account. And if you can make a certain amount of money with that demo account and prove you're profitable while following their rules, they fund you the same amount. And so the base package on Top Step is $30,000. They'll give you a $30,000 demo account. The base package is $150 a month. It's $120 if you go through my link for the first month. But basically, they'll give you that 30K demo account, and if you can make $2,000 on that 30K demo account while following the rest of their rules, they fund you $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader with an 80% profit split. So if you make $1,000 net once funded, you get to keep $800, they get to keep $200 for funding you. There's all these different packages from 30K up to over 100K if you want like a big boy account. And they've paid out over $2 million to their profitable traders this year. They're regulated in the US, and it's the cheapest funded account program I've used. Plus, trading futures is almost, it's a lot like trading momentum with stocks. Obviously, I'm down in futures, but this is really the first losing day I've had in a while in futures, if I lose today. But yeah, you buy market, sell market, buy bid, sell the ask. The only difference, and I watched the SPY for the E-mini, but you can also look at crude oil, gold, all that stuff. Also, they also have Forex as an option as well. And so if you want to check it out, plus get 20% off, here's the link. Y'all check it out. Great way to help support the channel. And I'll post it to the top of the page too. Hey, what's up, Michael? Enjoying the stream. Is there anything wrong with buying near a 52-week high when it's a good company? I mean, that's the type of stuff that I'm not really sure what you want to do there. Sometimes those highs can be extended, and so when they get there, they might pull back some. So I don't really like saying yes or no. It's just something that you would want to test yourself and see if you like the results where you look in hindsight with testing. All right, we're going to try to short into the SPY here. The SPY looks like it's about to break lows, and this is futures trading. We're going to try to get out. No exit yet. Man, quick reversal here for the SPY. It's sideways, but it's a big range sideways. Oh, there's 37s. We get up to like 372.50, and I think I gotta bail out of this. But they also have Forex here as well, and I'll get to the chat in a second. I'm trying to trade this right now. Just give me 1 second, team, and I'll get to some of y'all's questions. All right, so let's see if we can break some lows in the SPY here. We're down 12. We're about to break even now. All right, there's the breaking lows. It's 25s. All right, let's see if we can break some lows here in the SPY. Trying up, rebound. Still looking okay. Consolidating around the lows. BNGO, guys, look at BNGO up here. It's starting to rip up and break highs too. So check out BNGO there as well. All right, we're break even again. Look at BNGO trying to climb up and break highs in the penny stock market. So look at BNGO, guys. BNGO. We're still looking at the SPY to see if we can break some lows and make some money back, but we're gonna be patient with it. There's BNGO testing highs up there. Yeah, I'm looking at BNGO. It's right here. I'm just not taking it. It's not really my style of trade. Everybody has a different style of trading. A lot of people, and here, I'll say this, and I'm not talking about anybody specific, but I'll say this. We get a lot of people here that give out call-outs and picks, and giving out call-outs and picks is fine, as long as you don't get mad at somebody for not taking them, right? Because, like, to be blunt, y'all are a bunch of random people on the internet. It's not like I'm going to see you guys and say, oh, this guy says to buy the stock. Let me buy it. You know, that's never going to happen. BNGO's breaking highs, by the way. So, again, I'm not talking about anybody specific. So I appreciate the picks. Just, we've had, and I'm not talking about anybody here because everybody here is being pretty civil. But in the past, we have had really forceful people that get mad if you don't take their picks, which is just a ludicrous thing. All right? And so, I guess what I'm trying to say is y'all can give out call-outs and picks, but don't get mad if we don't take them. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We're probably going to get stopped out of here on our futures trade. No, I'm not talking about anybody here. No, y'all are all good for the most part. I mean, y'all can yell, call outs and picks, and that's cool. Like, I don't mind that. Just don't get mad at me. Like, I tried to tell you to buy this and you didn't. Why didn't you? You know? All right, we're out. Yeah, we're down a little bit less than 200, which is pretty small in the grand scheme of futures trading with me. So we'll come back to futures trading if we get anything that looks good. But y'all know how it is, bro. Y'all don't, like, listen. When you run a channel this size, I get so many people that just, like, they get so mad if I don't take their call out. They'll be like, bro, I told you this stock way back in. Why didn't you take it, bro? See? And then they'll start getting insulting, and it's just kind of like, dude, I don't know you, bro. Like, let me say, oh, Bill says to buy the stock. Let me buy it right now. That sounds like a terrible idea, you know? Yeah, Just Joe futures. Yeah, he was bad about it, dude. He was so bad about it. And you get certain people, and like I said, in trading, you just get a bunch of ego. You just get people got some ego in trading, man. And like, they want to be heard. And if you don't listen to them, they get so super mad because they need that validation. You know, it is what it is. Thus is life in trading. XYF showing up. B and GO pulling back here. I'll say this, I don't mind the pullback. I really don't mind this pullback right here. And I might buy a little bit. In fact, I am. I'm buying 25 shares here. I'm gonna buy a little bit more. We're in 50 shares now. And I don't care if I end red because I think this is a good, okay trade. You know, it's not a bad idea, I don't think. I like the bounce, seeing if it can follow through with this range right here. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, we're in with 50 shares, but I'm trying to see if it'll hit this range for B and GO. And we're just in with 50 shares. So, let's see what happens. So we're in B and GO. There's 230s. We're just hanging out here. It's nothing. It's not gonna end us. We're not gonna end red with this trade so far. I'm in this trade. We're gonna get out here. We just scalped a little bit off of the E-mini. We'll come back to it if we see anything that looks good. Yeah, right. I mean, listen, I might look at somebody's call-outs too, but I mean, you know, with 700, 800, 900 people here, I'm gonna miss some of them too. You know what I mean? And so, like, with that many people here and that many call-outs, like, I'm never gonna be able to pay attention to all of them, and that should be a pretty self-evident and understandable thing. You know, IPDN is bouncing at 430s. Look at IPDN here. Look at IPDN, it's bouncing, it's at 430, IPDN. Yeah, for sure. And I think that's how you gotta be, Robert. Like I said, I think the trading space just has a lot of ego and a lot of people that really want to be heard, and they really want to be right too. Because it's not just about wanting to be heard, it's about wanting to be right. And so what happens is they throw a bunch of call-outs and a bunch of picks out there. And sure, they might be wrong about 80% of them, but they'll damn sure bring up that 20% that they're right about and never hear the end of it with. Alright, we're up a little bit here. Yeah. was wrong earlier. Thanks for, I mean, no stress, bro. No worries, man. We're all wrong sometimes. I was flat out wrong about a lot of these. You know, prior to the last 20 minutes, I was down in the day. So it happens, bro. Don't stress it. Yeah, I mean, I'm in bingo, Ricky. I mean, I'm holding a little bit of shares of bingo. I'm in 50 shares. And there's 31s, 32s. We get up to like 34s, 35s. I'll take some off. 32s. And there's 32s, 33s. We'll let it chill here. We got a little half of the position just to keep it green. I'm not trying to end red on the day, so sorry if this is like the tiniest little baby trade ever. I was only up $1, and so I'm not trying to risk a bunch, I guess, and I'm just trying to attack this little range here, and if we can get a little bit, that's cool. How much money would you suggest starting to invest? I don't know. Yeah, green is green. I'll take it. BNGO, yeah, we're in it. We're holding it. I'm still looking at IPDN. Just real quick. Look at IPDN real quick. Sitting at 420, everybody's favorite number, and it's just sitting there. We'll see what happens with it. How much money do you need to come to trade with? I would say it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to actively day trade stocks, I would say you need at least $2,000. At least. If you're trying to swing trade or invest, you could probably get away with like $400 or $500. Just depends on what you're actively trying to do. So it's going to be different depending on your answer. If you're trying to day trade like me, I would say you need a minimum of $2,000 to $3,000. And I'll also say this. If you've never traded before, you're probably gonna lose that. You know, almost guaranteed to lose it, to be honest. So yeah, I understand that. All right, IPDN trying to push up here as well. How is swing and day trading different? Because when you're swing trading, you're holding stuff for 3 or 4 days, and so you don't need that much equity because you're not actively trading. You know, when you're actively trading, you need more equity because you're going to use more funds. You're going to use more funds, simply put. And so, if you're swing trading, you might not need that many funds. You might be able to get away with $400 or $500 and just hold it, as opposed to day trading where you're going to need, you're going to need equity to day trade. All right, so hey, we're pushing up. Like I said, 240 range is what I'm attacking here. There's 36s. Looks like he's slowing down a little bit before it hits this top, though. There's 37s. 38s. 39s. And we'll give it 1 second to see if it rips. 39s. 39s. We're just going to mark it out. I know we got a few people that are probably going to yell. 40s are starting to add up on the asking price. Although 39's holding strong. There's 40s. Alright there. So here's the high. 41s. 42s. Let's break. Try to break highs for BNGO. Yeah, we're going to get out. Alright, we're out. So we made a little bit on those little baby shares. We're up like $5. We'll take it. After how this day was going, we'll take it. Alright, so there's the ripping BNGO. And again, I hope you guys see exactly what I did. I drew this range out before I got into the trade, or at least right when I got into the trade, I drew this range out. And then I simply attacked that range. I wasn't greedy with it. And that's what you got to do. I know a few people are like, dude, you made $4. I know. But when you trade like that, and you trade multiple times, it adds up. IPDN, still rip it up. Look at 450s for IPDN. It's at 460. So IPDN is ripping here. Because I'm scalping, Mark. And really, I've been trading for 4 years, but I've been trading penny stocks, really, like, testing penny stocks over 4 months, maybe. And so we're going to scale up for sure. But right now, there's a few reasons I'm trading small. And you can see, I'll take 1 or 2 big swings a day, like I did with IPDN here. You know, and so like I make money, you know, but some of the trades that I'm not super confident in, or if I'm already up on the day or stuff like that, then you'll see me scale noticeably down. But again, a few times a day, I usually take some size. You can see I took 300 shares here. And so, you know, I take some size, you know, throughout the day. But again, what you guys want to understand is that I'm scalping. And so I'm really active. But I use small size with a lot of the trades I get into it. It all adds up. And yeah, I'm glad I got out of bingo when I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good, Mark. Yeah, you're good, bro. Yeah, in the end, like I said, I mean, I've been trading for years, and I've been profitable. Last year, I probably made, you know, $7,000-8,000 trading mid and high caps, which to me is a good year. Make it $7 or $8 grand, you know. And really, my first real profitable year was last year or so. I was profitable somewhat before, but that was in mid and high caps. And so now that I'm trading a different market, a different niche in penny stocks, I'm approaching it with slower size or smaller size, and that should be understandable. But again, I mean, like I said, if we look at stuff like IPDN, I do scale up and trade, you know, decent size once or twice per day usually. And yeah, today's was IPDN. You see, I'm up about $40 on that one. So, you know, we trade large too. There is no fee per trade, Dan. Dan says, hey, John, what is the fee per trade? Yeah, there's no fees. It's completely zero commission. Like, it doesn't cost me anything to trade. Everything that you see here is net profit. Yeah, staff broke down. Yeah, I don't have links to TD Ameritrade, but it's just TD Ameritrade. If you want to see the futures platform I'm using, you can check this one out. I don't think it's available to the UK. BNGO, yeah, we're watching that. I don't know, Brendan. Hey, what's up, Eric? Hey, nice, bro. Yeah, the answer to everybody, so I'm going to explain this once today. So if you're wondering how I'm able to so actively day trade with an account less than 25K, listen up, because I to be honest, I answer this question at least, you know, 4 times a day usually. And listen, the channel's called Beginner Trading, so I'm not mad at all. I understand people curious and want to know, but I'm gonna explain it one time here today, okay? The reason I'm able to actively day trade is because I'm using a cash account. All right, so as I'm testing and sampling penny stock strategies, I'm using a cash account. And the PDT rule, the rule that limits your trading to only 3 days a week, or to only 3 trades a week, is only specifically for margin accounts. So basically leveraged accounts. Okay, so if you have a cash account where you're just using pure cash as equity like I am, there is no PDT rule. I can actively day trade as much as I want as long as I have the equity to. Now, even though there's no PDT rule, there still is the T2 rule. It stands for the transaction plus 2 days, and that's how long your broker has to settle your funds after each trade. And so it takes 2 days, 48 hours, 2 business days that is, for your funds for each trade to be settled. So if I buy 1,000 shares of a $1 stock and spend $1,000 in equity, I'm not going to get that equity back into my account to trade until 2 days later. And the way you get around that is that you use half of your equity one day, half of your equity the next. And so I've got an $8,500 account roughly. I use $2,250 in equity one day. Or no, I use $4,250 in equity one day, $4,250 in equity the next, and then by the time the next day rolls around, the funds from my first day are settled. And so I basically get $4,250 per day to day trade with, and if I'm trading penny stocks, that is plenty. I'd probably trade 30, 40, 50 times a week, sometimes more than that, without needing to follow the PDT rule because it's a cash account. That's how you do it. Alright, but yeah, that is it. That's exactly what I'm doing here. But BNGO pushing up here to 240s. We're gonna watch it, see what happens. Yeah, that might be it. Why won't it let me start trading with my added funds on TD? I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'd call TD Ameritrade. They've got some of the best customer service in the world. For most people, at least. So just call them. That's what I would do, at least. BNGO. Testing 240s. Yes, and that's correct. If you have a cash account, there are some flaws. Specifically, the T2 rule, like I mentioned. You can't short, and you don't have margin. You don't have leverage. But yeah. But if you're brand new to the market, and you've never traded before, I suggest trading on a cash account. And I suggest trading small on a cash account. Very small. Because, like I said, you're probably going to lose your first account in trading. It's a rite of passage. It'll teach your risk management, so it's almost a necessary thing. Because by getting beat in the market in your first account, by losing in your first account, it'll teach you risk management. You'll try to avoid that feeling of losing again. And so you'll be more cautious. And that's necessary to a certain extent for you to learn and grow as a trader, is to understand what you don't want to happen, which is usually risking too much. Alright, guys. INDO still trying. ACY, guys. Look at ACY. The notorious ACY. Rip it up here. It's kind of crazy. BNGO still trying. ACY ripping up. The rite of passage. Been walking through that several times. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think y'all should all trade in the simulator first, for sure. Trading in paper is really good for instance, paper trading is really good, for instance, for like building systems and building strategies and practicing risk-reward management, understanding where you're going to enter, where you're going to exit. Build a trading plan with paper, and then once you show good results and you really condition yourself to follow those rules, then move on to a live account, but with very, very small sizing is what I would do. Yeah, that's just what I would do, you know. Watch the level 2, it's like the Matrix. It really kind of is, dude. The level 2 is really kind of like the Matrix in that you get into a flow state where you can read it and look at. Most of the time it has to do with like orders stacking up and then breaking at big confirmed half and whole dollar or major support and resistance levels is usually what you see with the level 2. If you can read the level 2, you'll see orders stack up. You'll start to gauge price movement, kind of like the Matrix. You can kind of just see it. It's hard to explain. You'll start to see price movement. You'll start to see big levels adding up on the level 2 and then breaking, and like that's how you read it. And it's very difficult to explain, to be honest, but it is kind of a flow state you get into with the level 2. And I historically I never really used the level 2 like that, but I started to notice certainly an edge that you can get from the level 2 to a certain extent. But yeah, here's GHSI here. Yeah, for sure. Usually they will, Dan. I think you have to put some money into the account, though. I think if you want paper accounts with real-time quotes, you gotta deposit like $500 or something. But I would ask them. AIKI reclaimed the VWAP. Look at NETE still trying. SIF still trying. Being on. And yeah, like I said, guys, y'all hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate it if y'all do. Here at Beginner Trading, like I said, we're just a free resource and community for traders, traders of all experience levels to get around and brainstorm ideas and stuff like that. If you support free content like this, where we don't sell a course ourselves, we don't sell a service. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell, turn on notifications, because that way you'll get an alert anytime we go live like this or drop a new video. Run those like numbers up as well, guys. We definitely appreciate all the support we can get. And, yeah, y'all can hear the music, huh? Yeah, for sure. And to touch on what Jones just said there, he said so many people think paper trading flows right into live trading. I'll say this. Live accounts are noticeably more difficult, and the reason they're difficult is because it's real money, and you understand that when you lose, you're losing actual hard-earned money on the table. And so what happens a lot of the time is that people move on to live accounts from paper, and what ends up happening is that they hold their losses too long. They cut their winners too short. They get noticeably more emotional, and it affects their trading way more. And so a lot of people, like I said, which is why you need to switch over to real money, but with small size, slowly work your way up to get used to it. Like, that's the reality, is what you need to do. And really, you should use real money after paper, and then build rules around your real money and tweak your system once you start it with real money, because that'll give you the most objective edges with your system, is looking at what they do with real money. I'm not holding anything long term right now. Yeah, I think it's live data with like $500. BNGO pulling back. IPDN still pulling back here too. What are my positions today? Traded BNGO, CHEK, IMAC, IPDN, and NETE. I'm not holding anything right now. Looking at BNGO, see if it's going to hold here at 240s where the pre-market high is. This pre-market high is such a significant level that I always watch it. So we're watching 240. See what happens here at this pre-market high level. My Size? Yeah, My Size is an app that supposedly like tells you the size of clothing you wear by using a smartphone application. It's been getting some attention since COVID started for MYSZ, but I mean it is, the daily chart's not bad. It is breaking over a major range at 150, so we'll see what happens there, but it needs some more volume, but it is moving up some. MYSZ. Trade GAXY? No, too cheap. It's a 2.5 cent stock. It's just not really my style. STAF reclaiming VWAP and moving back up. STAF is at 85s now. Neat is trying to climb back, but it's not doing too much. We're watching a STAF here. See if it pulls back to like 82s. We might dip by it, maybe. Tesla? What's Tesla doing today? What the market? I mean, it's slow. It's a holiday. Pretty close to one at least. BNGO is starting to break highs here. It's at 240s. Like I said, 250, a $0.50 is right above us. Yeah, futures are certainly dead, and I ended up losing some money in futures today, but it's not much relative to what I've been making. But I stopped myself from trading futures just because the market is so sideways right now. There's just no edge to be found, in my opinion. Like, look at how sideways and choppy the SPY is, and like if you're trading futures, these are the days you need to stop yourself from forcing it too much, because these are the days where you're just going to lose accounts. NETE. Looking alright, sitting at 14s. Would it be wise to get advice from a guy who's made $4 million this year? I mean, depending on how he made it, maybe. But if it's in the stock trading world, he's probably lying. And you know, like I said, there's a lot of people that are just so fake. We had a guy here that actually made a YouTube channel, and he's sitting there claiming to make $1 million yesterday or the day before. A lot of these people are just trying to build up credibility so they can eventually sell you a course, is the truth, right? Like, a lot of these people claiming to make millions of dollars, again, are just trying to build up credibility so you can see them and be like, oh yeah, they made $1 million. And then you say, maybe I should buy my course from them, right? The reality is, most of the time it's just fraudulent and it's just nonsense. No, I'm not talking about Ross. Yeah, or they want to make you feel bad if you have a losing day, for sure. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I've got this really funny post here. Let me see if I can find it. I have this really old community post. It's actually hilarious. Look at this. Let me find it. It's called Trading on YouTube. Life of Trading on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. It's actually pretty good. I always have a good laugh from it. Man, the channel has grown so much, man. That's crazy. Man, a year ago today, my streams were getting 600 views total. Like, total. To put that into perspective, day before yesterday, we got about 9,000 views. Today, so far, we have 5,000 something. Already, we've got 500 people here now. So, yeah, that's crazy, man. Here it is. Yeah, this is live trading on YouTube. Let me show you guys. This is something I did a long time ago. Look. This is when I was trading mid and high caps. This is live on YouTube. This is live trading on YouTube. Yeah. You gotta love it. Yeah, I'm not mad at Ross. I'm not talking about Ross. I'm just saying, in general, you need to verify the people making claims. Hey, thank you, London. I appreciate that. But yeah, this is life, right? Silence. As you get huge wins, silence. You have one red day, you suck. Thus is life on YouTube, man. And this was back 2 years ago, too. Hey, later, Austin. Have a good day, brother. Yeah, BNGO, IPDN, never really did much. I mean, that's not true. Just because somebody misses a trade doesn't mean they're not good. I mean, even the best traders in the world are going to have good days, bad days. You know, and you shouldn't be so strict on people. Like, people are not perfect, and even if you're really good as a trader, you're gonna have good days and bad days. It's one of the reasons, like, I'm not totally against courses. Like, if you know what you're doing and you put the time in, and you're trying to sell a course, do your thing, man. If you actually know what you're talking about and you've put the time in, sell a course. I ain't mad at you. You know, well, the problem I have, though, is that you got these little, like, 16-year-old looking kids with braces trying to sell me a course. It's just like, bro, get out of here. You know? Like, it just doesn't make sense. And it's like a lot of them are just, you know, like, Nor trades or whatever he is, like, a lot of them are just nonsense. They're just stealing from other people, or they're copying other people's trading strategies. And so that's the problem with the trading world, is that you just get a bunch of little kids trying to profit by selling courses to naive traders, right? But if you actually know what you're doing, sell a course. I'm not mad at you. Even the best traders in the world understand that the market is going to be somewhat inconsistent with regard to how much money you're going to make with it. And so the smart people diversify and sell and make money in other means. It's not like, hey, I make all this money trading, let me just not sell a course because I make so much trading. It's like, no, like, the smart people are going to diversify. They're going to do whatever they can to bring in the most income sources using their skills, you know, and that should be pretty understandable and self-evident as well. You know, and to put it into perspective, I like Ross. I think Ross has got some good content. I think Ross has got good content relative to a lot of the other ones. I'll say that, you know. There's Bingo still ripping up here. BNGO up to 270s. So we had a lot of people calling this one out early, so good job, guys, because y'all were right. This thing is hammered up, looking strong. Yeah, trading large caps is noticeably different. Trading large caps, you have to deal with, like, the algos, and it's much more... The way I found success trading large caps, mid and large caps, is just by more activity, right? Like, because, like, I'm the type of trader, and this is the reason I scalp, which is, like, if you judge me on, like, 2 trades, it might not look that good, but if you allow me to trade a bunch, like 10 or 20 times in one day, I'm almost always going to end green. I'm going to have much more favorable probabilities if you allow me to really unleash really active trading, right? To where if I can only trade once or twice a day, I might be 50%, you know, but if you allow me to really get the reps in on a specific day that I can usually end green, and like that's what I did at mid and high caps. Is I would just scalp, kind of like I do now, but much more active, and I would almost always end green. But I just have to be really active, and it's just about identifying trends. Specifically, specific trends is really what mid and high caps are. It's identifying trends and then trying to find good edges within those trends to exploit. Yeah, and Ross has got one of the most loyal followings ever, and so even if I didn't like Ross, I ain't about to say it here. I've got everybody yelling at me with the quickness, IPDN, pull it back to the VWAP. We'll see if it bounces at 320s now. That's interesting. Hey, yeah, y'all hit that like button. Let's run those numbers up. Run those numbers up. Let's do this. Hey, later, Leonardo. Have a good day, bro. Hey, look at NETE, guys. NETE starting to kind of climb back here. Look at NETE. BNGO still ripping up too. BNGO's up to 270s. Alright, so let's watch and see what happens. 250 pullback level doesn't look terrible, but we're going to wait for it and see what's up with it. And like I said, guys, you want to check out futures, check out Top Step. It's a funded account program for futures. It's going to help people get around the PDT rule because there's no PDT rule in the futures market. It's open almost 24/7. They usually give you some leverage to trade with, and it has most of the time instant settlement. The platform I'm also using, it does have some fees, but 0 commissions as well. It's regulated in the US for a funded account program, and they've paid out millions to their profitable traders this year alone. And the way it works is they're going to give you a demo account. There's different packages. The base one, the cheapest one, is $150 a month, and you can get the first month for $120 if you go through my link. They're going to give you a 30K demo account, and if you can make $2,000 with that 30K demo account while following the rest of their rules in the futures market, they fund you that 30K as professional proprietary futures traders with an 80% profit split. Like I said, regulated in the US, and one of the cheapest funded account programs I've used. I'm obviously going to be biased in their favor though, because I do post referral links and make a commission if you sign up through me. But I do genuinely like Top Step, and if you want to check them out, here's the link. Y'all check it out, support the channel, and I'll post the link here one more time. No, I live in Texas, bro. Z, I mean, what platform are you on, Z? It's pretty well known, it's pretty known knowledge that if you have a cash account, you can actively day trade as much as you want, as long as you have the settlement funds to do it. And so if you're in a US regulated platform, like Thinkorswim still tells me I have 3 trades left, but that I don't. Like if I look at my Thinkorswim, yeah, it still says I have 0 trades left and all that stuff. But the reality is it just automatically says that. And so Thinkorswim will still say count down your 3-day trades, but if you have a cash account, it's not going to matter. I live North Houston. ORLA, SGOC, NSYS, OBSV, BNGO trying to break over 7s or 270s, close to 280s. Let's watch 275 and see what happens here, but it's pretty extended up there. I don't know if I like it now. Hey, what's up, Scott? Hey, from Conroe, huh? Yeah, it's pretty close to me. What stocks can you trade in the futures market? You don't trade stocks. You trade futures contracts, and so it's a little bit different. But like, I trade the E-mini, which is just /ES. Here's the E-mini here. But really, I'm just watching the S&P 500. I'm watching the SPY, for instance. And so say we draw this level out here, and the SPY breaks this level. I'm gonna short the futures market and try to profit from the SPY dropping down. So I'm just trading the SPY's momentum, which today sucks, but usually, like yesterday was good, the day before was good. And so, you know, you can trade the E-mini, which takes advantage of the SPY or the S&P 500. You can trade crude oil. You can trade Bitcoin, I think. You can trade Forex on Top Step as well. They have a Forex option too. So, you know, they got it all. Is it a glitch? What? No, I think it's just programming. I don't think it's a glitch. I just think they didn't think about that when they programmed it. Is the music that loud? Let me know. To make $100 on every point in futures, what would be the position size? That would be 4 contracts. For every, it wouldn't be point, it would be every tick. So for every tick up or down, if you wanted to make $100 every tick up or down, that would be 4 contracts. Every tick up or down on the E-mini, that is. So on the E-mini, if you buy 1 contract, or no, I'm sorry, that would be 8 contracts. Sorry, 8 contracts. Yeah, so on the E-mini, every tick up or down in futures, you make $12.50 in profit or losses. And so if I buy 1 contract and the E-mini goes in my direction, 1 tick, then I make $12.50. If I have 2 contracts, I make $25. If I have 8 contracts, then I make $100 or lose $100 every tick up or down. And like, that's the only difference between like futures trading and regular stock trading. Hey, my man London, appreciate the support, brother. Thank you for the 5, what is that, 5 euros? Or is that 5 pounds? Hey, but thank you, brother. I appreciate the support, man. I really do. Thank you, bro. Shout out to my man London. Thank you for the support, bro. No, it's pounds. Thank you, man. Like I said, my last name is London, so I'm English. Really, I'm Texas. I'm from Louisiana, but I have British heritage, if you will. IPDN bouncing at the VWAP at 320s. I talked about it. Didn't take it though. Hey, thank you, OP. I mean, I'm from Louisiana. If y'all can't hear my accent, I'm from Louisiana. You know, so I certainly don't have a British accent, but I have English heritage. My last name's London, so yeah, I'm pretty English. Yeah, BNGO dropping here. Like I said, 250 is what I'm looking at. Hey, nice ace. Yeah, man, futures are tough today, bro. Futures are sideways. I'm being very careful about the futures market. All right, so let's see if I'm right. Let's see if it bounces at 250. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's London, Ontario. My stepdad's Canadian. My stepdad's from Sault Ste. Marie. Or Batchewana. I don't know which one it is, but around that area. Alright, so we did get a bounce at 250. Let's see if it continues. I don't know, None says, should I buy BNGO right now? I have no idea, bro. I'm not giving out stock picks or suggestions. You gotta make your own assessment, man. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. I'm just looking at 250s right now to see if it bounces there. Hey, thanks, Ace. I appreciate that, bro. If you want your Thinkorswim to have live charts, you need to deposit, I think it's like $500. Somebody else might be able to help me out, but I think you got to put some money into your Thinkorswim account if you want them to unlock real-time quotes. These are Benzinga scans, and so if you want to check out Benzinga scans, here's these. Okay, yeah, so 500 minimum for Thinkorswim. Yeah, I never used it, Scott. FCEO, yeah, the problem with, hey, so listen, we did get that bounce exactly off of 250. I talked about it. There's the 250 bounce, we caught it. Or we see it, we didn't actually take it. Yeah, FCEL, the problem is FCEL's got a huge float. This thing's got like, let me see what the float is. I know it's big for FCEO. I know it's big. I don't know how big, but I know it's big. Yeah, FCEL's 215 million in the float, so it's large. Hey, 250 pullback bounce, and these are the type of plays that I jump in that make me the most money. I just didn't take it. It's a little bit late for me. Kind of looking at IPDN to see if it bounced at the VWAP too, and it did. So here's the VWAP. IPDN bounced there as well. Yeah, this is every weekday morning. P. And so yeah, like I said, if it's your first time here, hit that like and subscribe button. We do this live every single weekday for free on YouTube. So we're not experts, we don't sell our own course or our own service, we don't claim to be experts, we're just a resource for traders. We try to teach people what works specifically for us. It might not work for you. If you appreciate that though, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. We broke 400 likes today, so really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that 250 spot was on point, Jay, on point, man. For BNGO. Yeah, I got down to 251, so pretty close to down to the very penny. Close enough, at least, for sure. So the market is closed at 1 o'clock tomorrow, so it closes early tomorrow, but it's still open, so we're probably going to be streaming tomorrow, too, for the last day of 2020. But yeah, it's open until noon or 1 tomorrow, I think, and then it's closed New Year's. Yeah, we're just hanging out trying to make money together, yes sir. Not really. I mean, there's certain places where they're allowed Christian, but it's so dry here that not everywhere, I'll say that. I don't think they're allowed where I live. I think I have to go north. SPY breaking down here too. Here's the SPY here. Yeah, IK and X is moving. The float has got to be very, very small for this one though. Hey, appreciate it, Millie. I'm using the VWAP and just simple support and resistance lines. But yeah, I appreciate all the support today that we've gotten. I really do. Thank you guys. SGOC is ripping. Look at SGOC. I appreciate it, X. Thank you, man. Hey, nice P. Yeah, I'm North Houston, suburbs. So, I'm not technically in Houston, but I'm close. I'm in one of the suburbs right outside of Houston on the north side. If you know Houston, or if you know Texas, you probably know where I'm at. Bingo, still ripping up. Look at BNGO here. I appreciate it, X. Thank you, man. Yeah. I'm not much of a basketball fan. I'm more of a football fan. I'm a big Saints fan, big LSU fan, big MMA fan. Basketball I never got into. I don't know why. But I'm a big football and MMA fan. Vic, as do I. That's right. Go Tigers. Who that? Go Saints. Yeah, the Saints, we did it. We made it to the playoffs. Let's see if we can finish this. The Saints are good. We played the Chiefs. We gave them a competitive game. We'll see if we can, continue to do well. Breeze is looking healthier the last few days. And so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of potholes in Houston, man. Especially, like, if you go on Westheimer, you're getting a flat tire, I used to live right down the street from Westheimer in downtown Houston. And you go on Westheimer, you're getting a flat tire, for sure. But yeah, where I'm at, the roads are fine. B and Geo breaking over highs is at 283s. But yeah, Vic, that's where I live for the most part. I'm around there. Katy, my sister lives in Katy. Yeah, B and Geo breaking highs here. Hey, listen, 250. That bounce was on point. All right, guys. SGOC. Yeah, I mean, it ripped up. I didn't really call it. It was just more of a scanner. It showed up on the scanners. Y'all check out Benzinga. TYHT ripping up too. AVGR. Look at AVGR. If you like these really cheap penny stocks, look at AVGR. It's at 44s. Yeah, for all those wondering about the PDT rule, I'm going to give you guys a video. I'm going to give you guys a video. This video is going to teach you how to day trade penny stocks without the PDT rule. There's the link. I don't think it's a full day, GD. Let me look. It might be a full day. I don't know. Okay, actually, we're wrong. Tomorrow is a full day. It's not a half day tomorrow. Tomorrow is a full day. So yeah, the market is open all day tomorrow. So yeah, it's a full day. So interesting. I thought it would be a half day, but it's not. It's a full day tomorrow. At least according to this site. Yeah, it's open full day tomorrow. Interesting. That is TraderView, Caroline. Yep, that's TraderView. SGOC resumed and it's halted within a minute. Man, crazy. Yeah, SGOC is getting halted right now, guys. Y'all check that one out. Yeah, no worries, Caroline. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and close it down. That's it for today, guys. So, like I said, you want to help support your boy here, y'all check out Top Step. It's a really dope platform. Allows you to do a lot of different stuff. And what Top Step really does is it funds traders. And it's regulated in the U.S. They've paid out millions to their profitable traders this year in the futures market and Forex. And so they do Forex and futures with funded account programs. The base one in futures is $120 for the first month. If you go through my link, they're going to give you a 30K demo account and their platform. And if you can make 2K on that 30K demo account while following the rest of their rules, conditions, and phases, then you get funded $30,000 with an 80% profit split as a professional proprietary futures trader. So if you make $1,000 net with that funded account, you get to keep $800, they get to keep $200. It's one of the cheapest funded account programs I've used. They funded over 3,000 traders this year, and you can check out the link right here. But yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Let's run those numbers up. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Yeah, that's probably it for today, guys. Good luck in the markets. We'll see you guys later. Also, you can check out Benzinga, the best scanners in the game, in my opinion, for Benzinga. And I'll post this link here one more time as well. Check out Benzinga there. And yeah, we'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Good luck in the market. And we'll see you guys next time. Hit that subscribe button. Later, team.